talkSPORT Sports Update with Trust a Trader. Find top-notch tradespeople in your area, all who pass the Trust a Trader 15-point assessment.
Talk Sport.
With your latest sports headlines, I'm Matt Hutchinson. Good afternoon. It's official, Mark Gahey is a Manchester City player. The now former Palace skipper is signed for £20 million before add-ons, and we're told he's bagged a hefty signing-on fee. The contract length is 5.5 years, and Gahey will earn $300,000 a week. But any Palace fans wallowing in Gahey's departure and criticising the club's hierarchy have been told to get a grip.
Dare I say it, and it really irks me to have to do this.
Yeah.
Pack it in.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not, this is an owner alongside the Americans that have capitalised and put Crystal Palace into the Premier League and kept them there for 12 and 13 years.
Former Palace chairman Simon Jordan there, he's urging supporters not to side with Oliver Glasner, who said he feels abandoned by the club's top brass. North of the Thames now, Thomas Frank says he's feeling the trust following a lunch with the Spurs hierarchy. He's currently facing the media ahead of their match against Dortmund, live on talkSPORT tomorrow night. Former Tottenham boss Harry Redknapp is sticking up for the Managers' Union.
Watched it great there, and then after that we've had Conte, we've had Mourinho, we've had top managers that have come in. You know, they come and go. Obviously the biggest problem is the recruitment's been poor.
But talkSPORT understands Frank's job is still under serious risk. There are also some frustrations amongst Arsenal fans who again had to settle for a point at the weekend. But Stuart Pearce says the Gunners should still enjoy being 7 points clear.
In the scheme of things, another game ticked off, another point, another undefeated, another clean sheet from Arsenal. I think everything's rosy in the garden, personally. That's how I would view it.
And there's life in the old dog yet. Novak Djokovic has cruised into the second round of the Australian Open. Brits Fran Jones and Jacob Fernley are both out, though.
Talk Sport News.
So Keir Starmer hits back at Donald Trump's threats to impose tariffs on the UK, and the government is now seriously considering a social media ban for under-16s. More from the news team at past.
talkSPORT weather with QuickFit. Rain or shine, our mobile tyre fitting service comes to you, so you can stay on the sofa this winter. Book today at quickfit.com. Conditions apply.
This evening, we're expecting some rain in south-western areas, and in far western Scotland, heavier showers are likely later on.
Hello, good afternoon, happy Monday, welcome to Drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, the legend, the superstar, the sneaker freak, the one and only Darren Bent is here as well today.
By the way, Darren Bent.
Just said that, Darren.
How are you, mate? You alright?
I am top of the world, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Always good.
You look well.
Yeah, me.
Nice sneakers. By jingo, have we got a show for you today? It was another bad week for Thomas Frank at Spurs. Woo. Is it time for a change? Is Oliver Glasner the man for Spurs? In fact, that's how we start today's show. Tottenham fans, 03717 22 33 44. Of course, we'll discuss Michael Carrick's huge win as Man United beat Man City in the derby, smashed them to pieces, could have been 5-0. And we've got the 17th 0-0 draw of the Premier League season over the weekend. So why is the top flight so boring right now? On top of that, we'll look ahead to our live and exclusive Premier League commentary tonight as Bournemouth take on Brighton. All that plus Bentley brings us his top 10 talking points of the weekend. Plus, Bentley's tea time takeaway. Alliteration right there. And we'll be asking why Liverpool's title defence has been so bad. A busy drive time show. You can get involved by picking up the phone 03717 223344.
And of course, it's the boot room, and I have a peach of a chat for you today. It's about boots.
Yeah, peach of a chat. A peach of a chat is coming your way. Hello, happy Monday, everyone. Before we move on, just like to announce that my name is Andy Goldstein, and I am now 8 days sober. So, thanks very much, everybody. 8 days.
Congratulations.
It's always the weekend, which in theory is the toughest days to get through, but managed it like a trooper onto the Monday. And 8 days sober now, only another 23 to go.
Congratulations, mate.
And I had the month off. Although the doctor didn't actually say when he said month, what kind of month. Could have been 28 day, could have been a February month. In fact, that's what I'll go with. I think you meant a February month.
How are you, right?
I'm good, I'm very well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, sorry.
Oh, what are you doing now? Oh, you're never ready, are you?
No, I'm always ready, but I'm sorry.
Imagine if you're a footballer and we're all on the pitch warming up and you're still in the dressing room smoking the fag.
I ain't doing that, am I?
No good.
I'm ready to go.
You ever play with a player who smoked the fag?
Yeah, a couple, yeah. Yeah, a couple.
You want to name them?
No.
All right.
No, yeah.
They smoke at half-time. They wouldn't have...
No, not half-time, it's before the game.
What, in the dressing room?
Not in the dressing room, ain't 1980s.
Oh, right.
You know
Oh, because it was all right back then.
Yeah, well, it was back then.
Yeah, I know it was, yeah. I went to the snooker, the final last night. Thanks to World Snooker for looking after me.
Okay, how was it?
Took a mate there, yeah. It was all right. It was okay.
Why was it only all right?
Well, because it was. It wasn't the most exciting final. I think even both players would say that. But Kyron Wilson won't count. I think he won 350 grand and his first Masters title, which is just mind-blowing. So well done to him. Commiserations to John Higgins. Became the oldest, this means nothing to, the oldest finalist ever of a Triple Crown event. Any player that's ever got into either the World, the Masters or the UK has never been, I think he's 50.
Wow.
Yeah. Incredible achievement, right? It was always nice to go there. Lots of fans of our show there. Lots of people driving me. Lots of people wanting a picture, coming up and wanting to touch my hand and shake it.
I don't believe that.
No, I swear to God. And there's lots of me going, yeah, I'm a fist pumper.
Yeah, why'd you always do that? That stupid.
You've got to tell you why, because what I don't want to do is take germs from you and pass them on to that person. So I'm doing everyone a favour.
Just can't walk around with some hand sanitizer.
No, but that looks rude.
I've always got hand sanitizer in my bag.
After you shake, you can't do it. So I shake hands with you, shake hands with him. I'm passing you. You might have not washed your hands. And I'm going over to that fellow I don't know. Goldstein, you're the best. And I go, okay, calm down.
I mean, why would they say Goldstein, you're the best?
And I'm shaking his hand, but then I'm passing your unwashed hand to that fellow over there. And this way, fist pump, all good.
No, but I don't understand why they'll be going Goldstein, you're the best.
Oh, well, you have to ask them that. That's just their opinion. Anyway, so it's a nice weekend. What did you get up to?
Not a lot, to be fair. I got to chill.
Obviously was. Oh, you were ill Friday?
Friday on. So
what happened?
Woke up. Well, I texted you on the way home. Remember I said to you during the day, I don't feel great. I got home, headache.
I always find it weird when people start a conversation off with, I woke up.
Yeah,
that's a gimme, though, right?
No, but usually...
Otherwise you wouldn't be here.
No, but I messaged you from the night before saying I weren't great.
Yeah.
And when I woke up, I was like, no. I feel like I've just gone...
You hit by a bus?
Yeah.
Okay.
But by the evening, like, after I'd taken my meds...
What was that, whiskey?
No, I've actually started to feel all right. And then Saturday, I was, okay, yep, Sunday, fine, back to normal.
Oh, you're back to normal. Oh, that's good. It was like 48 hours.
How's the throat?
Getting there. I think it's not as croaky as it was last week.
Okay.
So all the rest and no booze laying on it, I think will help.
What do you think of it, like, with the throat? If it gets better with no booze, you're going to stick to no booze?
Yeah. That's so stupid.
Oh, yeah.
No, listen, I'm all for people not drinking. That's fine. But I do enjoy a tipple.
Okay.
Not a lot. Actually, no, that's a lie. I do enjoy a lot. But I'm saying I don't have to have a lot.
I had a glass of Macallan, 18.
My one.
Thank you.
Is there any of my birthday present left?
Yeah, still some left.
What's happening with that?
Do you want it? Just do want it. I mean, it's half a bottle left.
No, I'd like my present, which is the bottle.
I can give you the bottle.
What about if I bought you a pair of trainers or something? Yeah, I've worn them.
It won't bother me. You know it won't bother me. Depends how badly they're worn, though.
See, it's a half a bottle of my birthday. You're a disgrace, mate. A bit later... Thanks, Jack. That's not how you open a bottle.
No, honestly, can of Coke.
See, less is more. Unless you've got the actual noise of a cork coming out. A bit later on, we'll be talking about a boring Premier League season.
I bet it is. What, because Arsenal at the top? Yeah, of course.
No one's going to remember this season.
I will.
Arsenal win everything and be like...
Oh, no, I'll make sure everyone reminds
me.
Yeah, I'll make sure everyone... If they win it. If they win the quad, which they won't.
Remember it.
I would make everyone...
What do you remember? Oh, we beat Bournemouth 3-2. Oh, yeah, what else? Oh, we drew 0-0 away at Forest. Oh, blind. Great season.
No, the emergence of Carrick.
Well done. We'll talk about the emergence of Michael Carrick.
Oh, yeah, we'll talk about that, though. That was decent, wasn't it?
Well, that was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was unbelievable.
Thank you very much for that. We needed that.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't capitalise, but thank you.
We did. You got a point. The other two teams dropped points.
I mean, Villa at Everton. Didn't see that.
That was unbelievable. No, Everton at Villa.
That's what I mean, yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. So all that is coming your way, but as you would imagine, there's lots to talk about after a very busy Premier League weekend, excuse me. We're going to start with Thomas Frank. He apparently is on the verge of the sack at Tottenham. So, do they need to go out and get Glasner right now?
Caicedo down the middle, he squares it to Pedro, it's 1-0 to Chelsea! Van der Ven and the Jez bench. If you're Thomas Frank, the way that he looked round, it was a lack of respect.
He's set up with a back five, Thomas Frank. I think it's been really negative, and ultimately they paid the price.
I think it's pretty evident that if no one gets the time, no one can turn this around. This is not a quick fix.
Bournemouth 3, Tottenham 2.
Van der Ven comes over and he's calling a fan out for a fight.
And it's yet more home disappointment for Thomas Frank and Spurs.
He didn't quite understand the size of the job.
With a fan base, with a stadium they've got, it needs to be better.
This is astonishing. It's Tottenham 1, West West Ham 2.
The chant around the stadium a few moments ago, sacked in the morning.
Can you tell me if they're a pressing team? Can you tell me if they're a counter-attacking team? Are they difficult to break down? They're none of those.
There's a lot of things and changes going in the right direction. We are in transitional season with a supertanker we're turning around.
Yeah, Thomas Frank is under real pressure at Spurs after they were beaten 2-1 at home by West Ham over the weekend. That result meant they have won just, one of their last 8 games in all comps, and they are 14th in the Prem. It's understood that Frank will take charge of the game against Dortmund tomorrow, but that he is rapidly losing support in the boardroom. He has been speaking to the media in the last half an hour ahead of the game, and he said this: when your back is against the wall, you fight. I've just been feeling the trust along the way. I said that in every press meeting. I had lunch with Nick, Johan, and Vinay today, and all is good. I know it's all part of the media circus, and the only thing I can do is focus on the Dortmund game. Listen, when any manager comes under the spotlight, they always look to get backed by the board, and whenever they do, quite often
they're out the door.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the end. I don't really know how Tottenham fix this problem, because if they sack the manager after such a short space of time, I sort of feel whoever they get in, even if it is someone like Oliver Glasner,
they're moaning about him. I know for a fact they're moaning about him.
Well, they'll be back to square one, right?
Yeah.
So what's happening at Spurs at the moment?
Well, look, first of all, they're not playing that well. But I'm telling you now, if Glasner gets the job, I mean, what's going on at Palace? I mean, he is completely throwing his toys out the pram. Like,
We'll talk about that later.
Well, they're taking all these pieces off him, but again, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
If Glasner's the one who's linked to Spurs, some first Spurs fans will moan about that. I say that's not a good enough appointment.
Yeah.
Right? But, I mean, Thomas Frank has got to Spurs, and no, it hasn't gone well at all. As you said, he's won in his whole time. He's won 12 games. He's lost 13, which is crazy for a club like Spurs. Lost the last 3 and about. Haven't won a game in 5 in all comps. Part of me thinks that when you look at the Spurs squad, I mean, they're better than where they are currently in the table, but I don't think the squad's good enough to be competing for European spots. I don't, when you look at it from top to bottom. But when you look at what they've had, so I was having a look through some of the managers. So they had Jose Mourinho for a bit. Since he left that club, he was there 19 to 20. He went on and won the Conference League when he left Tottenham. Conte, well, I remember when he first got the job, everyone was doing cartwheels. Conte's got the job, oh my goodness. Soon got sick and tired of his brand of football. After he got them 4th, he went and won Serie A and the Italian Cup when he left Spurs. And Postecoglou finally got them over the line and won the Europa League. They wanted to get rid of him, get him out the door. He's gone. Nuno, who won Manager of the Month, by the way, in his first month at Tottenham, he only lost 5 in his last 7, and Spurs were 9th when they sacked him. But people moaning about the football, didn't like him as well after winning Manager of the Month the first month. I don't understand who they expect to come in next and who's going to do a good enough job, because Thomas Frank, there were some Spurs fans when he got the job were saying, I'm not quite sure if he's the right man, and maybe so because he's come from Brentford. Glasner coming from Palace, you're going to get some Spurs fans saying the exact same thing. He's not good enough.
Do you think, I mean, when you look at Manchester United, the manager's been sacked. They don't know who the new manager's going to be. They've got someone to the end of the season. They'll wait till the World Cup's done, and I'm guessing they'll get a World Cup manager, is my guess.
Probably Pochettino come back, wouldn't it?
Well, this is what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Do you think the Spurs fans, I mean, Ryan Mason not long ago got the bullet from West Brom.
Mm-hmm.
He's picked up the pieces before. Would Spurs fans want Ryan Mason to the end of the season if it meant Pochettino coming back? Do Spurs fans want Pochettino back?
Yeah, I think a lot of them would, 100. Because you look at the team that's Pochettino built there. I mean, although that whole period there, it's about winning, and they haven't.
Yeah.
They love the brand of football. He built a really good team there. I mean, some of the players they had, the prime Son, Kane, all of them are there. Ericsson, all of them. Right. Really good side. Champions League final. I think, yeah, the memories they've got of Pochettino, although that period they didn't win anything, are far greater than the Ange years, which is, for me, is bizarre because he's won them a trophy. They tried to climb that mountain, they got there, but they'll look at the Pochettino was more favourable than they would the Ange. So I think, yeah, the way that it left as well, it wasn't really Pochettino they were blaming, it was Daniel Levy for Poch going, saying they didn't back him. So I think they'd love to have him back. And if it's Ryan Mason to the end of the season, knowing that Poch was coming straight after the World Cup.
You think they'd take that, do you?
Probably. They love Poch, didn't they?
Last season under Ange, forget, I know it's difficult to say forget the Europa League, okay? Let's just talk about their Premier League form.
Awful.
And I don't think any Spurs fan in their heart even thought it was possible for this season to be anywhere near as bad. I mean, they're not too far off that. They won't go down because there's more than 3 teams worse than them.
Well, one of them beat them.
One of them,
and one of them drew with them.
Yeah, and we should, by the way, applaud West Ham for
they were brilliant.
Such an important win. Callum Wilson just looks immense when he's fit.
Don't know why they don't play him all the time. Weird. Well, you were talking about that later as well.
I just don't know where Spurs go from here. Is it Spurs? Is it the managers? Is it the setup there? I don't know what it is. You went through all the managers, right?
I mean, Conte and Jose.
Well, you've tried everything. You've gone from superstars like Conte and Jose, right? You've got managers that are a bit of a left field shot like Ange, right?
Yeah. Who did win something.
He did, but and his football, when he went there,
they loved
his football, right? And then all of a sudden it got a little bit tiresome. There was no plan B.
Of course.
They've got now Thomas Frank, someone with a decent enough proven track record.
Apparently on the way up.
Yeah.
Don't want it.
Can't do that job.
Nuno was an established Premier League manager who, by the way, took Wolves to 7th.
Yeah.
And also taken Forest to 7th.
On the brink of Champions League football.
Right. Nope.
I don't know.
They had him.
I don't know. It's not. I don't know who Spurs were. I don't know who can sort that problem out.
With Jose and Conte can't.
What is that problem?
I have no idea.
I don't know. You know, we talk about the DNA of a club. What's at the moment? What's Tottenham's DNA?
Well, it can't be winning trophies because they've won one and still sacked him.
I don't get it.
It can't be Champions League football because Conte did that. Got the chop.
Spurs fans, maybe you've got the answer. I'd love to hear your views on whether or not you want Poch. Would you take Ryan Mason or another until the end of the season if it meant Poch coming back? And do you want to stay with Thomas Frank? Do you want him out the door? Do you want the manager of Crystal Palace?
I mean, if Glasgow goes in there with a 3 at the back, there will be...
He played 3 at the back at the weekend, right?
Yeah.
And he was. They went mad. It was too defensive.
I don't know what they're going to do.
No. We don't have the answer. I don't think we've ever said that. Spurs fans, do you? If so, pick up the phone. We'd love to hear it. 03717 22 33 Dial that. You'll be next. Live on Drive on talkSPORT.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Way back when we were friends, going together, but then you left me, Frankie.
I bet you don't know who sung this.
Do you remember me?
Great tune. Can I guess the year, Jack? 84? 83? I think it's Sister Sledge. Is it Sister Sledge? It is Sister Sledge. Frankie, do you remember it? What was it, 85? I'm close, right?
Is it? Sister Sledge?
Yeah.
Oh, then this ain't their banger though. They've got a bigger tune than this.
This is a good.
Nah, mate. Sister Sledge got a bigger banger than this.
Great tune, man. Do you know who the Frankie was?
No.
Frank Spencer from the team.
No, you're lying. Shut up, Danny.
Driver talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. Still to come, we'll be looking back on United's tonking of Manchester City. Just quickly, Man City.
Jack, please stop talking to my ear. Thank you.
Confirmed the signing of Mark Gurhey from Palace. What a signing that is. Right, Spurs boss Thomas Frank, he's been speaking ahead of their game. Are home to Dortmund. Live on talkSPORT tomorrow. He was asked if he still has the backing of the board.
I've just been, how can you say, feeling the trust along the way. I've done that. I've said that every press meeting that there's backing and support. I had lunch with Nick and Vinay and Johan today, so all good. I know it's part of the, how can you say, the media circus, and the only focus I have is to do everything I can for us to win tomorrow against Dortmund.
It's a big game. Don't forget, of course, you can hear Tottenham's Champions League clash with Dortmund tomorrow from 7 o'clock live on talkSPORT. It's a big game. For me personally, the bigger game for them is Burnley away Saturday.
Agreed.
If they lose that, I think Dortmund, if they win that, if they lose away at Burnley at the weekend, then I think that's the one that could see him gone. We'll take your calls. What should Spurs do next? Should they go get Glasner? Wait to the end of the season, get Poch 03717 223344. Marcus might have the answer. Hello, Marcus.
Good afternoon, guys. How you doing?
I'm great. Good. How are you, Marky Mark?
I'm smiling through gritted teeth, kind of thing, if that's possible,
Okay. What happens now? I don't mean about your smile. I mean about your club.
I suggest we keep him to the end of the season, because I'm sure when we signed him at the start of the season, he didn't have a 4-month plan, did he? He must have had at least a 1-2 year plan. And the first year was always going to be transitional. The first year was always going to be finish above 17th, win your home games, get a team, get a shape, get a pattern. He's been missing Kulusevski and Madison, his two best players. He ain't had them all season. So you got to give him the season, because you can't sack him now and bring in someone else and say, right, you deal with this mess now. Well, what's the point of that? Let him. He started, so let him finish.
No Solanke either.
Sorry?
No Solanke as well, up top.
What about Solanke?
I said you've not had him all season either.
I know, but not being funny, I don't really rate Solanke. I mean, if he's considered one of England's best strikers, then England are in trouble, really. Truly, you know what I mean?
Is that kind of player that you spent 50, 60 million pounds on?
He get goals. He's got 20 goals for Bournemouth.
Yeah, and I think he's better than Richarlison. Let's go to Ryan, a Spurs fan. Hi, Ryan, how are you?
Hi, Andy. Hi, Bentley. How are you?
Not bad, you?
Off you go, pal.
Could be better. My old man, he's been a Spurs fan for about 60 years, and he said to me on the phone yesterday, even he's losing heart as to whether he wants to bother watching games and stuff. But I think I said to my dad yesterday, if we lost to Burnley, that would be a given, because to lose to West Ham was bad enough this weekend. If we lose to Burnley, I appreciate what Marcus is saying about transitional year, but a transitional year still needs to be top 10. You know, it can't be where we are as a club.
Let me ask you this. I think when a new manager comes in, you have to look for any kind of sign of improvement. Can you find that anywhere amongst the 11?
Not really. The back two, you know, Romero and Van der Ven are great, other than when Romero loses his head. But improvement away from that, not really. And I wouldn't have got rid of Ange, to be honest, because I actually feel that he got us over the line that we had been building on for many years, ever since Harry and then Poch. Although we didn't win anything, we were building and consistently getting Champions League football. At that point, I'd say we were overachieving with Poch as well at times. But to then for Ange to get the trophy, I think we should have given him another few months into the season. So
Ryan, let me ask you then. When was the last time you guys were genuinely happy then? Like, was it Pochettino? Because you've had Jose and Conte. These guys, I mean, like world beaters. Like, when was the last time?
I would say Poch, because we were challenging for the title, good Champions League runs. Yeah, we didn't win anything, but, you know, they were successful times as such, you know, as to where we were as a club. And really, the problem is, as you say, it's the leadership from above. Getting rid of Jose the week before the League Cup final. You know, so it's the board and the leadership that we've got to question. But for Thomas Frank, I've given him until now. But if it doesn't go well in the next week or two, yeah, it's a transitional year. But I like to sinking ship, and we're just getting worse between now and the end of the season. Ideally, yeah, Poch after the World Cup would be a great option. But I don't know if it'll happen.
No, okay. I was just looking at some of the highlights from that game at the weekend for Carrick. I mean, I know he divides.
I've never been sold on him.
No, I was going to say divide Spurs fans. I don't think he does. I think all of them think he's just not good enough.
As soon as you cross the ball on top of him, weak.
Yeah.
Can't come across.
He was brought in, my understanding, he was brought in as number 2 behind Hugo Lloris, and then Lloris just went.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's
but
number 1.
He was going towards the end.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was making lots of mistakes.
Yeah.
We'll take more calls a bit later on. We'll also be asking how we get rid of goalless draws. Producer Joe, usually I claim it as my own because no one really cares about Joe. Everyone cares about me and Bentley, but it's Joe's idea. He's come up with a great idea about how you can get rid of goalless draws. Really, I wouldn't say he's worthy of that. No. Never do that.
Just put random claps in whenever he feels like it.
He's got to press a button. You know, Jack, you've got to press a button. First, it's time for no Googling. Press that one. There you go. Sunderland are still unbeaten at home since their promotion back into the Premier League. We want to know who's the last newly promoted side to go unbeaten in their first 11 home games in a top-flight season. Oh, honestly.
Oh, I know that is then.
Honestly.
I know that is then.
Honestly. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spoil that for everyone.
No, don't you dare do it.
Right. I'll tell you the answer.
No, don't do it.
I'm going to spoil it.
No.
No, it is. The answer. No, I am.
We're told several senior Spurs players are not buying into Thomas Frank's methods and the dressing room's become a toxic place. Our chief football correspondent Alex Crook thinks it's a matter of when, not if, Frank goes. And head of Borussia Dortmund, Frank's missing a bunch of players.
Look, at least Mickey van der Ven, who for me is their best defender, so it's hard really to make a case for Spurs winning that game. If they lose again, I think his days are numbered, unfortunately, because I love Thomas Frank, but you have to admit it's just not worked out at all, has it?
Here's what the fans are telling talkSPORT today.
His football's too negative for a Tottenham team.
When is people going to learn and understand, right, that we are run badly?
Too many Spurs fans are absolutely deluded, thinking we've got some divine right to be challenging.
Spurs Dortmund is live on talkSPORT tomorrow night. Now, former Crystal Palace coach Sean Derry's surprised Oliver Glasner's still in a job. That's after Glasner saying he felt abandoned. We're told West Ham's Callum Wilson isn't going anywhere this January following his late winner at Spurs. We understand Alexander Zinchenko could leave Nottingham Forest to join Ajax on loan. And Stuart Pearce has told White and Jordan, if you walk off the field, you should forfeit the game. That's after Senegal head coach Pape Thor led his side off in protest at refereeing decisions during the AFCON final.
I didn't see the issues that they took the players off the pitch for being that contentious that I thought, oh, he's got a point there. I could see why he done that.
Funky one, isn't it? Wait, look at Jack, look. What's Jack doing? What is this, Jack?
Action Bronson. Is it really? Hey, great sneakers.
Oh, yeah, New Balance. Check them out.
Oh, I'll talk you that. Good what?
Jack,
yeah, I know he's a chef.
Drive on talkSPORT, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside. Before the break, asked the question, who's the last newly promoted side to go unbeaten in their first 11?
I'm guessing, I wouldn't know, but I'm thinking it's Ipswich.
So boring. Ipswich, 92-93. Now, of course, a championship side because they're not good enough for top-flight football. Still to come, we'll be asking how we get rid of goalless draws or make them better.
How do we get rid of you? That's the question.
Well, you won't have a show.
Yeah.
But now, Man United with it should have been 5, 2-0 winners in the Manc derby. It was live and exclusive on talkSPORT on Saturday. Second half goals from Brian and Buemo and Patrick Dorgu were enough for the 3 points in Michael Carrick's first game back in charge. Club legend Wayne Rooney said that the performance gave younger fans a taste of what it was like under Sir Alex Ferguson. Carrick spoke to talkSPORT after the game. He said that talks of a crisis at the club before he came in were an exaggeration.
It was always in turmoil, even when we were winning, so from the outside, so that's nothing new. Yeah, I understand how it is. It's never as it seems, it's never extreme as it seems, but I've been really impressed and felt very comfortable and at home since I've come out in terms of what the culture's been like since I've got here. What the players have given me, what the staff, backroom staff have been incredible, all through the club. So there's a real drive for wanting success, and effort and knowledge and everything. So it's one result doesn't change everything, but it gives us a real platform to move forward with. And the boys have got a good feeling. We need to build on it.
Go on, Mike. Go on, Michael Carrick.
Love that. Do you want to call that?
Go on, son.
Do you want to call that?
Manager bounce.
No, instant impact.
Good. Excuse me, it's nothing to do with it. I'm not getting... You're talking about my club.
Seriously.
You're talking about my club, Sunshine.
1 second. Instant impact.
Right.
Who's the two you played before that? You got beat by Burnley and who's the other one?
I've always said...
They drew Burnley. Who'd you get beat by? Brighton.
Always said that it's down to the manager. And you go, the players must take some responsibility. No. The manager. The manager. A good manager gets something like that out of a club.
Nope. What happened to the game before that? 2 games before that? So, okay, you say it's the manager. Okay, so the manager before wasn't good enough.
Well, you could argue. I'll tell you what it is. No,
wait. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what it is. Shut up. Because I can't talk loudly. I'll tell you what it is. You know when you get like a can of Coke and you can't open it, and I go, Bentley, open that, and I go, Bentley, and I give it to you. I've loosened it, and you open it.
Have you said it's all about the manager?
Darren Fletcher loosened it, and Michael Carrick.
What with the draw and the loss?
Yeah.
It's all that, but you said the manager.
Let's not talk about Fletcher.
Why is that?
All jokes aside, right? All jokes aside. So,
if that was me and my mate, you'd be hammering me.
Right. All jokes aside, the performance was unbelievable.
Brilliant.
Right? And I don't know if it was Man United were incredible or Man City were awful.
No, you guys were incredible, right?
Yeah.
But the flip side as well, I've never seen Man City so open.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it felt like overnight they couldn't run. Do you know what I mean? So like, listen, Doc, by the way, it's a red card. I don't care what anyone tells me.
No, I agree with it.
It's a red card, right? So
we'll speak to Howard on Wednesday about that.
In attacking areas, yes. But all of a sudden, I mean, Kushinov, he can run, he's quick. But other than that, I mean, Rico Lewis, he's a young player. I've never really been a big fan of his. Aylin as well, who played at centre half. Aki, Rodri holding. The way that Man United were carving through them, I was thinking with Mbremo's pace, Ahmed, Dorgu.
Kobe Mainu. Where'd those legs come from?
Honestly, I just thought... I think Man City, of course, when they've got the ball and they're moving it from left to right and looking at little pockets of space, they're a very dangerous side. But I thought Man United coped with that well.
Yeah.
On the transition, with Mbremo's pace, and by the way, fair play for Carrick for putting Mbremo up top. Every single time he stretched his legs, he was in behind, or even Fernandes running from deep.
Yeah.
Man City had no idea how to deal with it.
They look great.
They look brilliant. Look brilliant at home.
They look really good. Are you a little bit more? I mean, you're going to be confident you're at home, but we've got you at the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if it was a Ruben Amorim Man United going to the Emirates, I'd be sitting there going, like, you've got nothing to worry about. But there's a part of me now that
He beat us in the FA Cup under Ruben Amorim.
I know, but that was extra time, wasn't it?
And he was down to 10 men.
Yeah. But we should have been down to 10 men at the weekend. But is there a part of you now that saw that performance and went, and now thinks, okay, it's going to be a little bit harder than I thought it would be? There must be.
No, and the reason why I say no, and the reason I say that is because...
So arrogant.
No, not because I'm arrogant.
Know that when we'll beat Liverpool 3-1.
No, and the reason why I say no is because you guys are brilliant, but if you play like that against Arsenal, wide open, Arsenal are better players that can carve through you.
But we weren't wide open at the back. I thought we defended brilliantly.
You're still flooding. I mean, again, I can't.
By the way, I thought Maguire was really good.
I can't take anything away from your performance. I thought you were brilliant. Are you coming to Arsenal with more confidence? Absolutely. Will the game be harder than it might have been 2 weeks ago? 100%.
Oh, there you go.
But I still feel that Arsenal, a better side and at home, should win.
You win?
Yeah, I do think we'll win.
What's the score be?
3-1.
You're so out of touch.
Okay, what do you think the score will be then? How am I out of touch?
We'll beat you 2-1.
You said you slapped Burnley. What happened there?
2-1.
I'm out of touch. And you think you're going to come to Arsenal and win?
Yeah.
And I'm out of touch?
Yeah.
How'd you work that one out?
I just think we will. I just think we'll beat
Villa and Liverpool come to us.
Forget Villa. But Forest, how many goals you scored against them?
That was at the Emirates, was it?
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter because you're coming to the Emirates.
You think you're going to beat us through?
Yeah.
Okay, if it was Ruben Amorim's Man United, what score would you beat us?
5. No, serious question though. You genuinely think you'll come to the Emirates and win?
2-1, yeah.
You don't believe that, Andy?
I do believe that.
What, okay, based on what? One performance?
Yeah. The last one.
Okay, fair enough.
How was your last one?
Okay,
How was Bournemouth? How many
point
you conceded against Bournemouth?
We won though, away from home again.
Oh, well done.
Okay, would you like ask?
Well done, 3-2.
No, but I'll give you Arsenal's results at home.
I want them.
No, I'll
give it to Dan, the Man United fan. Shut up. Hello, Dan.
Honestly.
Hello, boys. How you doing?
I'm good, Danny boy. How are you?
Yeah, I'm very good. I just really wanted to just share, honestly, what an amazing result, amazing team performance, and I don't care what anyone says, the manager bounce. Michael Carrick's had an impact there. Bringing Kobe Mainoo in, the way he dominated the middle. Bruno Fernandes playing further forward.
Yep.
What a massive impact that had. The confidence in Maguire, Luke Shaw. The whole team looked different. Roy Keane's an absolute numpty. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, this is a really important time now. I think we can do Arsenal 2-1, 3-1, and go on and get Champions League football.
Honestly, and I'm arrogant, and you guys are currently, as we speak right now,
Arrogant. He's confident.
fifth. Okay, I'm confident.
Good work, Dan.
This is my point, right?
Thanks, Dan.
It's amazing when you play players in their natural position, what can happen.
But I've said that before.
Like, Luke Shaw is a left back, play him at left back. Bruno is a 10. Like, it's unbelievable.
And you were back in, Ruben Amorim. John is a Man City fan. Hello, John.
Hiya, guys. What a shellacking that was.
It was.
An absolute shellacking. Now then, I want to congratulate Pep for having 72% possession of the football and doing absolutely nothing with it.
Well, you can't have a go at your manager.
Oh, I can. Oh, I can.
You can't.
Oh, absolutely can.
Okay, go on then.
Okay, so clearly Rodri's coming back to fitness, isn't he? He's nowhere near. Yeah? Nathan Ake was running on mattresses, nowhere near full fitness. Fall over Phil Foden. The midfield just runs straight over the top of him. It was embarrassing. So we've got two wide men. We've got Doku and we've got Semenyo. Both of them are quick, aren't they, lads?
Yep.
Very quick players. What's the point in hitting the ball to them when they're static?
I mean, to be fair, Doku only had one knee, so I feel a bit sorry for him.
Well, if he's got one knee, yes, it should have been red card. But if he's got one knee and he's not up to the task, take him off and replace him with somebody. But we've got wide men who are quick and they're receiving the ball stood still.
But that performance, I hear what you're saying, John. But that performance from City, you haven't seen that all season from City. That bad?
Oh, we've seen City playing fits and starts,
but not that. Not
this one.
You haven't gone 90. To my recollection, you haven't gone 90 minutes without one shot on target before this season.
Well, that begs the question, then, doesn't it? So I call it Chuckle Brothers style football on the halfway line. So it's to me, to you, to me, to you, to me, to you. Well, you've all regrouped, you've all reset, and when we misplaced that pass, you spring. So Bruno was getting the ball in the middle of the pack and then releasing the wide men, and then the cavalry charge through the middle. That was a 5-0 victory all day, every day, and twice on a Sunday. The only two players from our team that can hold their head up high was the keeper. I didn't think he did anything wrong.
He kept you in it.
Yeah, Donnarumma had a great game, and possibly man of the match. And not far behind him was Kusanov. He must have felt like the boy from Holland trying to plug all them holes on his own because there was nobody else with him. It was embarrassing.
I know, but this can't be aimed at Pep. You're not suggesting that there's question marks over your manager, surely.
Who put the team out there, lads?
Okay, are you?
Absolutely am I.
What do you want to do with him?
Absolutely am I. What do I do with him? He needs to buck up. Genuinely, lads, you're laughing and you're thinking, well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Maybe you don't. But at the end of the day, I don't dictate the tactics. United's tactics were quite simple in the grand scheme of things. Wait till they have a breakdown in a pass, spring on it, and launch forward and do it quickly at pace. And that's exactly what happened. So with me, if you're asking me what I'd have done, I'd have put a man marker. Rico Lewis was dreadful. I'd have put him as a man marker just to follow Bruno Fernandes wherever he went on that pitch. Just stop him from having a 3-1.
I've never really been huge on
man markers.
Yeah, no, on Rico Lewis as well. But it's fair play. And listen, I understand the frustration from Man City fans, but Pep, I mean, he's not got a long run wrong since he got here. But Man United
was a bad day for the manager and the club.
It was, yeah. Would you like to see Arsenal beating at home this season?
Pardon?
You want to see Arsenal beating the season at home?
Do I want to see Arsenal?
No, I'll tell you, because you said about home. You come and beat us 3-1. Do you know who
I said 2-1 again?
No, I heard a 3-1. So
not from me. You didn't.
Home, Leeds 5-0, Forest 3-0, drew with Man City, Olympiacos 2-0, West Ham 2-0, Atletico Madrid 4-0, Palace 1-0, Brighton 2-0, Tottenham 4-1, Bayern Munich 3-1.
Right.
No, you're not going to just rock up here.
Hold on. It's very interesting you say that.
Yeah.
Just go through the Premier League sides.
Okay.
Do it slowly. Go on. First one.
All right. So what? Start the season.
No, what you just said.
No Champions League. No Champions League.
No Champions League.
Leeds 5-0.
Right, okay. We should beat Leeds at home.
Okay. Forest.
Right. We should beat Forest at home.
City.
Okay. Well, you drew with them. So another top 6 side. You didn't beat them.
West Ham.
Okay. West Ham should beat West Ham.
Palace.
Should beat Palace.
Brighton.
You should beat Brighton.
Tottenham.
Right. Okay. It's a gimme.
Brentford.
Should be Brentford.
Did you beat them?
It's not us. You.
Okay.
Go on.
Wolves. Just about.
Right.
Villa.
Okay, it's a good win.
Good win.
Good win.
4.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah. So Villa's won.
And Liverpool.
Well, you did beat
Drew.
Liverpool.
Drew.
So Villa.
Any losses in there?
So Villa.
Any losses?
Brilliant.
Any losses?
Villa's the only team.
Bayern Munich. One of the best teams in Europe.
Champions League, mate. It's group stage.
Can't
don't
wait to come
matter.
on Sunday. Can't wait for that.
We're going to spank you.
See, here we go. See, there he is.
There he is.
There he is. Yeah, but I know you don't believe that.
I really do.
You're going to spank Arsenal.
We're going to beat you. Okay, I'll take spank back.
2-1.
We're going to beat you. You said 3-1.
Yeah.
We'll beat you 2-1. Do you think we could draw?
I hope not.
No, obviously. That's the stupid answer.
Yeah, I hope not. But
I know that.
I mean, it's possible, but I don't
Well,
think
a minute ago it was 3-1. Maybe it could be a draw.
I'm saying 3-1. You said 2-1.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Will you give me a bet?
I bet you. I'll bet
give me the draw.
Oh, you want to bet now? One result, now you want to bet.
I'm asking you.
You're cancelling bets left, right, and centre 2 weeks ago.
We both were. Will you give me the draw?
I'm not giving you no draw.
Well, there's confidence right there, everyone.
No, you win.
Right there.
You win.
No, give me the draw. Give me a away win and draw.
No.
Oh, you're confident.
You didn't give me that. You didn't give me that Old Trafford first game of the season.
Because we're useless. You're going for the title.
You're at home.
You're going for the title.
No, you're at home.
Will you give me the draw?
No.
You scared? You scared? Why are you giving me the draw?
Got to break it. Look, Joe's got it.
Why are you giving me the draw?
No.
I can't even do that because of my voice. You won't give me the draw?
Nope.
You're a disgrace. Typical Arsenal, man. More coming up on Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein, and Mr. Chicken over there, Darren Bent.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. Said we can't be discussing Liverpool's pathetic title defence. Just quickly, Chelsea are open to selling Enzo Fernandez in the summer. Man City have confirmed the sign of Mark Gay from Palace for the measly sum of £20 million. What a bargain that is.
Unbelievable.
I still think Palace should have said wait till the end of the season. You can have him for now.
I'm not surprised Glasner's losing his rag.
Yeah, 20 million's nothing, is it? Right, time now for this. Yeah, time now for the return of Bent's EFL Corner, where Darren Bent to my left takes a look back at a busy old weekend up and down the football leagues. Shall we start? Yes, we shall, with league leaders Coventry. They got back to winning ways against Leicester, ended a run of 3 league games without a win, leaves them 6 points clear at the top. The gaffer, Frank Lampard, spoke to talkSPORT after the game, was delighted with a much-needed 3 points.
That's the pressure that comes when you're where we are in the league. People expect you to win a lot, and you need to stay where you want to be. And when you get a test of a good team that comes here and plays well for 45 minutes and gives you problems, it showed a lot of spirit from us to change the game. Good spirit and energy from the team, tactically addressed the defensive situations and deserved to win the game in the end, but they gave us a big test, so we're really pleased with it.
Much needed win for Coventry. There were not question marks, but as a Coventry fan, I'm guessing you were starting to think, oh no, we haven't gone too early. But obviously, as I mentioned, still at the top. They've still got that nice gap of 6 points. Good win.
Yeah, come off the back of some really indifferent performances. Obviously, getting smashed by Ipswich. I mean, no shame in that.
Yeah, absolutely smashed.
Yeah, and then the Charlton result, but getting beat by Birmingham and then beat by Stoke. But it's how quickly can you bounce back? And to be fair, they did that. I mean, I've liked Ellis Sims, 10 goals a season. Haji Wright, I like him as well. Mason Clark's having a good season. So they've got goals in their team, Coventry. So, and I think they're one of the only teams in the division, I would say, they've got the luxury that they don't necessarily have to play well to win games, Coventry, because they've got so much firepower. Someone will pop up with something from somewhere. Now, beating Leicester, that's a good result, because Leicester, coming off the back of 2 wins, 3 wins in the last 4, it might have been a bit tricky, but no, fair play to them. They managed to get the result, and Coventry go on.
Right, let's move on. Ipswich, they won for the 5th time in 6 games by beating Blackburn.
Oh my goodness,
listen, all jokes aside, good win to beat Blackburn at home 3-0. I think that was a real test. 3rd now in the league, 2 points behind Borough in 2nd with 8 points, of course, between them and the top. Ipswich will have a game in hand as well. This is so biased the way these.
No, listen. They've won. They've won 5 out of their last 6.
Are Ipswich at their best?
Yeah, they're flying. 5 wins out of their last 6, and by the way, it's not one draw. That's not one defeat. That's a draw in there. Flying. I mean, listen, it helps when you go 2 up after 12 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always going to give you that kind of leg up. But Nunez was brilliant with his set plays and the way that he played. Smodic's finally getting a goal at Portman Road. I think that was his first. But no, they're tweaking. They're purring nicely. Do you know what I mean? So
purring, are they?
Yeah, they're purring nicely. And when the option again, you look at the options that you've got compared to other teams. I mean, Philogene doesn't play, Jack Clark plays.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You got Hurst.
They should be knocking on the door.
There's so many. They've got so many options.
Do you think they go up automatically?
I think so.
Coventry and Ipswich.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's move on.
That's what we get. Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Let's talk about. Well, I want to talk about your old side, Charlton.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
It's either we can stay with Ipswich or talk about Charlton.
No, I can't.
They were 1-0 winners at home to Sheffield United over the weekend. It was their first win in 6 games. Leads Sheffield United 17th in the Championship. Look, Charlton, they haven't been in form recently. Where do you think this result came?
It's massive.
Ground out win.
It helps when they get 2 people sent off. I mean,
I suppose.
Do you know what I mean?
It does make a huge difference.
When you get 2 people sent off, I'm looking at it going, Charlton, come on.
If you don't win now.
Come on. Like, when are you going to get a result from? But they needed that. Nathan Jones needed that. I mean, listen, there's no disrespect getting beat by Chelsea 5-1, but 2 draws before that. Coventry's a good result. 2 with Blackburn, but you need to start getting a bit of momentum, a bit of form. And at the start of the season, I remember expectation being quite high. And me thinking, okay, the way they started, but currently 18th now. I mean, they're better than that. Sheffield United as well, they're 17th. And again, they're better than that. But the start that Sheffield United have, you'd go, okay, that's fair play. It wasn't Chris Wilder's side, but for Charlton, it was a much needed win. They needed that.
Let's just dip into League One. Talk about our mates' team, Luton. They drew 2-2 at home with Lincoln. That leaves Jack Wilshere's side 7th in the table. Luton only outside the playoffs on goal difference. What do you make of Jack and Luton at the moment?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. He had a period where they were flying, a little bit inconsistent at the minute, you'd have to say.
That's football.
It is football. That is football at the minute, obviously getting beat.
So biased, aren't we?
We are biased. He's our mate, you know. We want him to do well. But 7th, listen, they're still in the hunt, Luton. What are they off the playoffs? They're, same points as Huddersfield.
Yeah,
but
goal difference, I just said.
Again, I'm kind of torn. Not torn, because obviously Lee Grant, a good friend of mine, Huddersfield's manager as well.
You want Jack to go up, though, above him?
No, I like them both of them out.
I know if only one can.
Oh, it's tough, that. I've known Granny since we were kids, man.
Right. Who'd you rather?
It's tough. Both of them go out.
No, only one.
No, one automatically and one.
They meet in the playoff final.
I'm answering that. No way. No way.
Okay, I'll answer it from me.
Yeah?
Jack.
Yeah, but you don't know Lee.
Okay, well, you do, so mate, you...
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Some mate you are.
I want one of them to go up automatically and one go out for the playoffs.
Playoff final.
I want Luton to beat whoever's not Huddersfield and Huddersfield to beat whoever's not Luton.
When we come back, we'll be talking about boring Premier League football. Lots of nil-nils at the moment. Our producer Joe has come up with, I think, a genius way.
Genius?
Yeah, it is. Of stopping nil-nils. And it does really put the emphasis on attacking football. Okay? So I'll give you Joe's idea in just a moment. If you've got an idea on how we can improve football in the Premier League and stop all these boring nil-nils, let me know. 03717 22 That and so much more coming up in hours 2 and 3 on Drive Time on talkSPORT after this.
What football ground are you thinking of when someone says this?
Really tough place to go. Difficult place to go. Such a tough place to go.
It's a tough place to go at the moment.
It was a really difficult place to go, always.
But what are the toughest places to go, really? We've scoured the planet to find out. Forget a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke. Try playing in a blizzard 220 miles inside the Arctic Circle at the world's northernmost professional club. When Chelsea lost at Tromsø in Norway in the 97-98 Cup Winners' Cup, a massive snowstorm hit at half-time. These two boys and their brooms were absolutely no match for it. We're staying in Scandinavia for Scotland's toughest away day on a windswept cliff in the Faroe Islands. In Euro 2000 qualifying, Craig Brown's men were taken to fishing village Toftir. Kevin Gallagher called the pitch a cowfield and the wind like Pittodrie on a bad day. The Faroe Islands part-timers equalised in stoppage time, leading to these absolute scenes, and still one of Scotland's most embarrassing results.
Daft little ground, silly game.
But away trips don't come any tougher than a lung-busting schlep up the Andes to face Bolivia in La Paz. But now the Bolivians have taken home advantage to another level. The country's highest city, El Alto, 4,100 metres above sea level. Grass doesn't even grow up here. Bolivia have not lost here yet. The longest unbeaten run in any professional league ever belongs to Red Star Belgrade, or Crvena Zvezda if you must. They've gone 7 years without defeat at the Rajko Mitic in Serbia's Superliga. Their fans are pretty intimidating as well, but they're not as loud as this mob. Galatasaray's Ali Sami Yen Stadium's officially the loudest in world football. In a derby with Fenerbahce, Galatasaray fans set a Guinness World Record of 131 decibels. That's louder than Motorhead, and pretty tough to carry out your manager's instructions when you can't even hear them. However, our most intimidating away day is in Wales, where cameras can't enter and players can't leave. HMP Prescoed. This prison team was briefly kicked out the Gwent League over concerns about young opposition having to go in there. Now that's a tough place to go.
Early June 1939, Germany, always a tough place to go to.
Well, match round number 2, me, Andy Goldstein, and Mr. Football Knowledge over there, Darren Bent.
Get up, open that thing. Now, do you know what? I apologise. You asked me that question earlier. I want Luton.
Just say, so in case people.
I got it wrong.
What did you say?
I wanted Huddersfield or Luton because obviously Lee Grant, a good friend of mine.
And
obviously, I'm not spoken to last night. Got sacked last night. Honestly, but now I want Luton. I want Luton now. But Grant, if you're listening, commiserations, man. I'll give you a shout.
That's unbelievable. That is.
Yeah, commiserations. I'll give you a shout.
I've got both me mates there.
Yeah. I don't do that. Man's lost his job.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do with me.
And then
be better at it.
And the 6th. He got the job in the summer.
Are you sure he's got sacked? I haven't heard that.
Man, I ain't heard it either.
Oh, he's 100% sacked.
Yeah.
Right, let's not go on about it, Jack.
And it seems in 6th.
Jack's giving me the old. He's 100% sacked.
Honestly,
that's horrible. That is, Jack. You're vile.
Well, Grant, if you're listening, man, shout you out. Yeah, I'll give you a shout later on.
Yeah, like the one you just gave him. I want him to get
I want Luton now. 100%. All in.
Because your mate's been sacked.
Well, Jack's my mate as well.
Right. He got sacked yet. Still to come, Bent is going to tell us what he's been serving up in his tea time takeaway this week. Won't be about them. But now, good question. Is the Premier League boring?
And Arsenal now have a 7-point lead over City and Villa at the end of the season, though. Will they see this as 2 points dropped? To the City ground, Forest 0, Arsenal 0.
When you say boring, I think what people are saying is you're seeing a lot of the same styles of football. Go and express yourself. Stop worrying about the statistics of how many passes you got to your own player.
And for Wolves, that's 5 games in all competitions now without defeat. Just a mere 14 points away from safety. Full time at Molineux, it's stalemate. Wolves 0, Newcastle 0.
I've been a season ticket holder for 16 years, and this Premier League's boring. I'm going to say it's boring.
He said it. Wolves against Newcastle yesterday was the 17th goalless draw of the Premier League season. Already, get this, already more than we saw in the whole of last season. That's quite damning, that is. This weekend was also the first time since 2018 that the top 3 in the league all failed to score on the same match day. That is barking. Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta spoke to the media after his side's goalless draw at Forest on Saturday. He was asked if he's worried about his side not taking their chances.
No, because we scored 4 goals the game before, 3 the previous one. So no, but today, if you want to win games, you have to score goals, and against a team that is very hard to create, we had 4 big chances, and we should have put them away.
What is bizarre is until we had this conversation today, I never really questioned whether or not the Premier League was boring. It's not something I really say Premier League's boring, right? If my team's not doing well, you sometimes poo-poo it a little bit tongue-in-cheek. Yep. But I don't look at a Premier League thing, I'm boring. But you can't argue with that little stat that I gave you at the top there, that this weekend, apart from the fact that the top 3 didn't score, right, it's from 2018, the top three, is also the 17th goalless draw of the Premier League season. And that's already more than the whole of last season. I find that insane. Why are we getting so many goalless draws at the moment?
Well, I definitely think there's an element of freedom that's maybe no longer in the game, like it once was. Like I remember there was a time.
Go on, sorry.
I remember when I was playing, and even the generation before me. There's only one or two now, but even then they're almost coached within 1 inch of their life. But there was always one team had like one maverick that maybe as work as hard, but you can produce moments of magic out of the blue, and all of a sudden it's a goal. Whereas now, because it's so tactically that we overanalyze everything, we coach players, as I said, to 1 inch of their life, where it's like, don't come out this area. There's no almost that creative freedom in the game anymore. Maybe that's why we're seeing more of those. Because when you think about some of the greatest players we've seen in Premier League history, and don't get me wrong, there are some unbelievable ones now that still currently play. It's all structure now. Like there's no like, go out there and express yourself. That's gone now. We spoke about it. Was it last week? About the goal of the month nowadays. It's awful compared to how people just, do you know what? Anywhere for 35 yards out, I'm just putting the trigger, right? All these elements have gone into why we see now more draws, people taking less risk. If there's an opportunity to maybe clip the ball in behind or maybe try a bit more of a risky pass that might lead to a goal, they'd rather turn back and pass the defender just to keep the possession stats going up. And I think that's a big element to it. I think the freedom of the game is hardly ever there anymore.
Okay, it's a great point you make, right? So is there a solution to this?
Well, I'm guessing football will go around in circles, right? We're now seeing the long throw come back, set plays come back. So, yeah, of course it will come back again. But, I mean, when's the last time you saw people getting the ball out of their feet and just letting one rip from this? They don't happen anymore because they're in full well. And I remember, was it the start of this season, where Sanchez, and this is like not talking about...
You're talking about Chelsea keeper?
Right, this is not talking about scoring goals, but this is what I'm talking about when I talk about coaching from 1 inch of their life. Remember how many times Sanchez was putting himself in trouble because he refused to kick the ball long?
Yeah.
And Maresca kept going, I'll take him off if he does it.
Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden, that freedom to think on your own 2 feet as a footballer has gone. Like we've still got some wonderful footballers that are incredible. But
you turn into robots.
Yeah, they're the robots now. Yeah. Absolute robots.
Producer Joe has come up with a wonderful idea, and I genuinely think it is a great idea. He's what's the date? Because we should make a note of whenever he has a good idea.
19th, is it?
19th of Jan. Nearly a year today since the last one, anniversary time. Where if it's goalless, you don't get a point. You only get a point if you're drawing, if you score. You've got to earn the point.
So if it's 1-1, you get a point. Both get a point each.
2-2, get a point. 3-3, you get a point. You got the point.
And that draws work.
No, but I'm saying it's not 2 points or 2-2.
Score draw, I get it.
Yeah, but I'm saying anyway. but he makes a good point that the game starts on minute 1 and it's 0-0. If you've not scored, if you've not earned a point, why should you get one? And that will put the emphasis on teams trying to score a goal.
Yeah, but you say about earning the point.
Yeah.
Right, and this is where the terminology I don't agree with, because if the other team are peppering your goal and your keeper's keeping everything out, then you've earned the point. Because the goalkeeper's had a worldie.
Yeah, but you haven't gone up the other end to try and score.
Yeah, but I get that, but some teams are better than others.
Go and score.
So if Man City are playing a Leicester side or Arsenal, I'm just peppering the goal, and the goalkeeper, or they're making defensive blocks, keepers making saves, then that team's well and truly earned the right for a point.
I know, but that looks like it's going to be 0-0. So if you use my rules, if you got a point, but only if you score, that will encourage that defending team to try and get a goal. That way, it will make more room at the back, so they're more likely to concede. So now we get more goals.
Yeah, nah. See, I think sometimes like the result of the weekend, Wolves versus Newcastle, I thought it was quite a good game. Even though it finished 0-0, missed chances, missed opportunities, I actually thought it was quite a good game.
Yeah. And it can be a good game. You just don't get a point for it.
Nah, see, I think sometimes
like your game at the weekend, right, Forest.
They earned that point. Sales made an unbelievable save from Saka. It'd be horrible to take that point away from them.
They haven't earned it.
Of course they have.
They've earned a draw. They haven't earned the point.
They have.
I don't think they have.
Mate, Sales makes one of the saves of the season.
You started with 0-0.
Yeah.
You haven't added to that.
I know you haven't, but you still earned the point by keeping a clean sheet because you've stopped the opposition from scoring.
But there's a problem with draws. 0-0 draws. There's a problem with it. We're up to the level now that we had for the whole of last season. Something, as you've quite rightly highlighted, the problem with too many robots, right?
Great freedom. I know. I still think it's exciting.
Well, that tells you it's getting boring.
I mean, VAR's got a lot to do with that. In some capacity, I don't know what, but I'm just throwing that in there.
Okay.
Like when you watch Championship,
when you chuck a VAR argument.
Because when you watch Championship football sometimes and lesser football, what makes it so?
I'd love to know how many 0-0s there are in the Championship.
Because do you know what it is? Referees and linesmen, and I think people will yes, they constantly moan about it, but they will accept there's going to be mistakes, which makes it more exciting. With VAR, every single... And by the way, VAR this weekend, oh my goodness, they've had some... We'll talk about that later. Stinkers.
Who scored this? This is going to be so generic. I've seen so much football this weekend. Who scored the goal at the weekend?
Jack O'Brien, header.
No. Where it looked offside, so he stopped celebrating, and then they checked the offside, and he was clearly on.
Well, I know the Jake O'Brien was Everton.
Yeah, what was one goal?
Jake O'Brien heads the goal.
That was it.
He's 2 yards onside, and they disallow it.
Yeah. That's nuts.
So this is what I'm talking about. But I think sometimes you earn. I don't like watching 0-0s, but sometimes you see teams.
But would you not like an emphasis on teams having to score to get a point?
Yeah, but every team has emphasis to score.
They don't. You get a team. If you go to Anfield and after 55 minutes it's 0-0, and you're thinking we could do with a point here, you're going to defend in numbers and you're going to stop them scoring. But there's no emphasis on you trying to attack them and get a goal.
Okay, but Wolves got a 0-0 at Newcastle.
Yeah.
What's it? They have to win games, so they're trying to win it. But unfortunately, they have to just stay.
Yeah, but with 10 minutes to go, they're 0-0. They're thinking if we can hold on here.
Nah, they weren't doing that. They were still pushing for a result because they have to.
It would be more exciting.
Yeah, but no, I think sometimes you earn your point, man. You earn your point.
Okay, well, can you think of another idea where...
Yeah, just let people start shooting from 30 yards again.
You can let people do that.
Give the number 10 freedom to do what he wants. One of the luxuries of playing with someone like Danny Murphy, right? It was brilliant for me because there were times where maybe Curbs would have a go for giving the ball away, right? But he would keep trying because he knows full well, like he wasn't one, Smurf, to look at the stats. I've passed the ball 200 times and not give it away.
Yeah.
He wants to try and create a chance for me to score. But he played that freedom to go, well, I probably shouldn't risk it, but I'm going to try because we might score from it. We need more of those type of players.
That reminded Danny Murphy's on co-com's duty tonight for live commentary of Brighton against Bournemouth. We'll speak to Smurf in the last hour. Okay. Well, look, we'll take your calls on how you can possibly make football better and more entertaining rather than have another boring, goalless 0-0 draw. I really like producer Joe's idea of you've got to earn the point, and by earn it, you need to score a goal. 1-1, you get your point. 0-0, no one. I like that. I think it'd be so much more exciting and entertaining. No?
No, I like the way it is.
The emphasis will be on the attack. If you've got a better idea or you agree or disagree, we'd love to hear from you. 03717223355. I know loads of you like talking about rule changes or possible ones in football. I know this is probably never going to happen, but I think it will improve the game. 03717223355. What do you think?
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
This is good music, isn't it? This is up from a movie, isn't it? I was walking down the highway, and it's about 11:30 at night. And out of my rearview mirror, I saw her. Have you seen Whiplash, the movie?
No, any good?
You've seen that with a drummer?
No.
Gee, man, you'll love that.
No.
You'll love that. You need to watch it on the way home. Did you ever watch last Dead Man's Shoes?
Yeah, I told you I watched it.
It's great, isn't it?
I mean, that twist is I didn't see that coming.
See? Great movie.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I watched that His and Hers.
Didn't like it?
Rubbish.
You see, your taste is rubbish, though.
Rubbish.
No, I liked His and Hers, but I also watched this weekend.
Boring.
I've watched.
Can I say about His and Hers? What they do now with these people when they're
Great twist.
Right. What they do when they're writing like murder twist plots is they go, right, this is what the murder would look like, and then they go, right, who's furthest removed from this? The nan that only saw him once a decade. Let's make her the murderer, and then they weave it back to that, so you don't see it coming. It's so bad.
No, it's brilliant. I liked it.
It's not brilliant.
I thought it was good, but anyway, His and Hers. I watched that. I watched 1,000 Blows. You seen that? Disney.
Yeah, I've seen that. Oh, Disney. No,
yeah, serious. That's good. What stuff I watched over the weekend as well? New Predator, Badlands.
New Predator.
Yeah, Badlands. I like that too.
I've not seen that. What New Predator? Like the
not like Arnie, but like it's like a weird planet, like where.
You like weird stuff. When you watch it at 3 in the morning, when you
Predator's unbelievable.
Would you watch this morning at 3 a.m. when you woke up?
And I slept all the way through.
Oh my god!
But last time I woke up,
yeah,
I think I put on like Kickboxer, Van Damme. I think I put on Van Damme. It was either Kickboxer or Able. Do you remember Able?
What's the movie with Rob Lowe and his ice hockey player? Bloodsport.
Ice hockey player. Bloodsport's Van Damme.
Right. What's the one with Rob Lowe? He's an ice hockey player.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Anyone know that?
No.
All I'll say is there's a scene where he's sat on his bed with his landlady. Young Blood. Jack got it from that clue. You seen that?
No.
Young Blood?
No.
Jack, how'd you get it?
How you get Bloodsport from that?
It's got the word blood in it.
I know. Hey, what a film though.
What, Young Blood?
No, Bloodsport.
You should watch Young Blood. It's a good film, isn't it, Jack?
I don't know. I'm not comfortable.
Jack, you little cheeky man with that scene.
Yeah, see?
Right, let's take your call, shall we? On oh yeah. I think that the best way to improve the nil-nils is to not give anyone points. You've got to score a goal to earn a point. I quite like that. What do you make of that? Carl's a Man United fan. Hello, Carl.
Hi, mate. You okay?
I'm great. You sound very serious, Carl. You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah.
Good. What would you like to say? What's your view on all things nil-nil? 17 so far this season.
To be honest, mate, it's about football in general. I just think football in general is getting more boring by the year. I mean, you look at the calibre of players that's coming through. There just isn't that talent pool there anymore. I mean, you could look at, it's not just the Premier League. You go across Europe. I mean, could you name the Juventus back four right now? I know I couldn't. And you look back at, say, 10 years ago when they had, the Bonucci's, the Chiellinis, and then you look at La Liga. I mean, any of the front three of Real Madrid get into the 2016 Champions League winning team? Same as Barcelona when MSN were at the peak, BBC were at the peak. there just isn't that talent pool there anymore, and I think football is suffering, and it's just diluting year on year.
Wow.
Post-COVID, really. I mean, you look at the Italian national team; they can't even qualify for a World Cup now. I mean, I think it was Henry Winter that came on a few weeks ago, said that they're basically at a crisis in Italy. Serie A is just in the mud, and it shows with the actual calibre of players, calibre of teams now. I mean, nobody really fears anyone from each country anymore, really, if I'm honest with you, mate. And I just think football in general is suffering from it, the international game right down all the way to the Premier Leagues, and obviously every competition in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, listen...
Well, I mean, that's a huge statement, isn't it?
I mean, there has been some belters this year, though, in terms of games. There's been a couple...
Yeah. Can I ask how old you are, Carl?
I'm 34, mate.
Okay.
I mean, I've obviously lived through the era of, like, the early 2000s, right way through to, the middle 2016, 15s, 14s, and right up until now. And I just think the talent pool's just not there anymore. And the problem is money's just absolutely killed the game. They're giving contracts out to 17, 18, 19-year-olds.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands of pounds.
Well, let me ask you this.
They get to clubs like United now, and they just think that they've made it.
Let me ask you this. I hear the expression a lot, football's killing the game, right? I hear that expression loads.
Football's killing the game?
Sorry, money's killing the game, right? I hear that expression loads. In what way is it killing it? Because stadiums are better now. The infrastructure of football teams are better now. I wouldn't necessarily agree with you that football is boring. I know we're getting lots of 0-0s, but
too much too soon, maybe.
Why is money killing the game? What's dying? What's gone?
Well, like I just said, I mean, it's just the problem is these players that are coming through, through the academies and that, they're giving out massive contracts. I mean, you look at Kobbie Mainoo, for example. I mean, I know obviously he wasn't favourable under Ruben Amorim, but you've then got his brother coming out wearing a daft T-shirt saying "Free Kobbie Mainoo." I mean, the guy didn't even bother with him until obviously he went famous. You know what I mean? No one's ever even heard of him, and that's a true backstory that as well. He never even bothered with him until he made it at United, and they're just giving out two bigger contracts to two younger players and. Basically, the mentality in there, and Chelsea as well. They're giving out 8-year contracts to players, and you think, well, that's me sorted for the next 8 years.
Yeah, but that's with Chelsea. It's all pro rata. They're getting paid less each week over a longer period, so it works out practically the same. They're just signing them up for longer periods of time.
Well, you look at the international game. I mean, can you honestly say this World Cup's going to be better than the World Cup 10 years ago?
I thought the last World Cup was one of the best, if I'm being honest.
Just purely because of the calibre of player.
I thought the last World Cup was one of the best.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, you tell me which Real Madrid player now, right, will get into the 2016 Champions League winning team. And that was a midfield of Toni Kroos, Luka Modric and Casemiro.
Mbappe?
Oh, what, Real Madrid, 2016?
Mbappe wouldn't get in front of Benzema, and he won't get, if he plays
he
he won't get in front.
He would.
He wouldn't, mate. He would.
I don't remember Benzema scoring a hat-trick in a World Cup final. He would.
He wouldn't, mate. Not on
well, I mean, that's just... I mean,
Benzema won the Ballon d'Or, so...
And Mbappe took that...
exactly.
Well, okay, well, that's difference of opinion, but I think he would.
If you're going to squeeze Mbappe in, you put him on the left, that's Cristiano's position.
No, I'm not sticking him now. I'm putting him instead of Benzema.
Well, I'm not yet.
All right, then, go to the Barcelona team. You've got up front, obviously...
No, but you're choosing one of the greatest footballing eras, not just in Spanish football, ever.
You could go back to 2000. You could go back further 10 years. You could go back to 2006.
Let's talk about 2002, because
players were just far better back then. They were just far better. The talent pool's just not there anymore, mate. I'm telling you.
Okay, it's an interesting debate. It's an interesting debate to have. I don't look at football like it's falling off a cliff, like he does. But we were spoilt with so many great players.
That's the problem. I think when you go back, certainly maybe 2000s, late 90s, going forward, there was a period it felt like international football and like World Cups. Yeah. You see some of the super, like Syria was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
At one point,
it was.
Kakas and Dinios and Seedorf and Nesta, centre-half, Maldini, Adrian. There were so many, it felt like, across. And even ones that... Do you remember someone like called Recoba?
No.
Even him. Do you know what I mean? Like
Who
people...
did he play for?
Inter Milan. His left foot was ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
Now would be a superstar. But because he was in an era full of world-class players...
He went a bit under the radar.
He looked a little bit, yeah, so... But
I don't know why Stoichkov has popped into my head, but you've got Shevchenko.
Yeah.
I don't know why these players are coming in. But you did have an abundance.
Now, why...
Do we not have that now?
We probably do, but...
Do we not?
I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe, do you know what? Maybe because because of social media in sports, we see these players all the time.
Yeah.
Where you know, it's like when Brazil will come into town, you only really see them because I don't watch Brazilian football. But some of the guys that used to come over from Brazil, you'd go.
Let me ask you this. If tomorrow we did right, the best international team from 1980 to 2000 was me versus you 2000 to 220. Who would have the better team?
Well, I've got a couple to choose. Off the top of my head, I've got Brazil 2002, which for me has got the best front three in history of football.
Who would have the better team?
I can choose Spain 2010.
Look how excited you're getting, right?
Oh, it's me. World Cup's to me, man.
Should we do that? Should we do that tomorrow? I'll have 80 to 2000, and you have 2000 to 220. Who would have the best 1 to 11?
Well, I've got Brazil in there.
Yeah, well, I've got Brazil in there.
Yeah, but your Brazil team is who?
I've got Zico in
there.
there.
What are you from 80?
I've got Romario in there.
So you got 94, right?
Yeah.
You got the team 82 that didn't win it.
Yeah.
I've got 2002 that did.
Yeah, okay, all right. I've got some great teams in there.
Yeah, you have. Oh my goodness, you got Italy, Baggio and them mans.
Right. Okay. There we go. So we'll do that tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah.
80 to 2000 versus 2000 to 220. We'll do that.
Who have I got? I've got Spain. Oh, I've got a few in there.
Okay, look how excited, Joe. You're going to do that in a
I love that nostalgia kind of football, though.
Yeah, me too. Still to come, we'll be discussing Liverpool's pathetic title defence. But first, it's time for No Googling.
Your words, not mine.
We've been, Joe's actually, we've been discussing goalless draws. We want to know which team has scored the fewest goals in Premier League history. You mean in just one season? Yes. Which team has scored the fewest goals in a season in Premier League history? The answer to that and more coming up live and Drive and talkSPORT after this.
We're told several senior Spurs players are not buying into Thomas Frank's methods and the dressing room's become a toxic place. Our chief football correspondent Alex Crook thinks it's a matter of when, not if, Frank goes. And head of Borussia Dortmund, Frank's missing a bunch of players.
Look, at least Mickey van der Ven, who for me is their best defender, so it's hard really to make a case for Spurs winning that game. If they lose again, I think his days are numbered, unfortunately, because I love Thomas Frank, but you have to admit it's just not worked out at all, has it?
Here's what the fans are telling talkSPORT today.
His football's too negative for a Tottenham team.
When is people going to learn and understand, right, that we are run badly?
Too many Spurs fans are absolutely deluded, thinking we've got some divine right to be challenging.
Spurs Dortmund is live on talkSPORT tomorrow night. Now, former Crystal Palace coach Sean Derry's surprised Oliver Glasner's still in a job. That's after Glasner saying he felt abandoned. We're told West Ham's Callum Wilson isn't going anywhere this January following his late winner at Spurs. We understand Alexander Zinchenko could leave Nottingham Forest to join Ajax on loan. And Stuart Pearce has told White and Jordan, if you walk off the field, you should forfeit the game. That's after Senegal head coach Pape Thor led his side off in protest at refereeing decisions during the AFCON final.
I didn't see the issues that they took the players off the pitch for being that contentious that I thought, oh, he's got a point there. I could see why he'd done that.
Jack, who is this? Okay, but who is it? I didn't say new music. Who is it?
Royalty free. Is that the name of the group? See what I did there, Jack?
You're brilliant.
If you had to have either producer Joe, One More Billy, or Jack as your new brother-in-law, who would it be? Joe.
Yeah, even though he's a thief. Yeah.
Yeah, why do you want a thief? Who would be last on that list?
Nah, Jack would be up there. You'd be last, probably.
What about if you had one of them to protect you? Like you're super famous.
Yeah, Joe. Joe again.
Just trying to figure out where Jack can win. If you had to ride a tandem on a bike behind you, who do you want? Who do you want behind you?
I don't know.
It's got to be Jack. He's got you got big old legs, Jack. Yeah, powerful.
Honestly, Joe. And Joe pushes it, doesn't he?
All right, last one, right? You're the back end of a horse in a pantomime. Who do you want at the front end? Billy, Joe, or Jack? Who do you want? Who do you want? Whose buttock do you want to be looking at for 3 hours while you climb up Jack's beanstalk?
No, hey, Joe, what is going on here, by the way? Honestly.
That's panto. What are you talking about? That's panto. Shall I give you the answer to the question?
Or not?
Which team has scored the fewest goals in one season in the Premier League ever?
Derby?
No. Any other ideas?
Let me think. No, it weren't Blackpool. They were flying.
No.
Oldham?
No. It's where cows live. Where'd you put cows?
In the field?
No, if it's raining, do you want to get them wet? What are they in?
I don't know, barn. Barnsley.
There you go. Nearly. He's got to press a button though, Jack, hasn't he? He's got to press a button. Got to press one. How many goals do you reckon they got in 38 games?
27.
37. How about that? Just over a goal a game.
I don't know if I'm wrong here, if I can remember this.
I'm guessing you are.
But, you know your brain weird. I'm pretty sure Chelsea beat Barnsley.
Yeah.
When in the Premier League at Barnsley, right? And God rest his soul, Vialli scored 4. Now,
why is that so nuts?
I don't know where that's come... Mate, that was a long time ago and I was a kid. How do I remember that?
Oh, because you can remember what sneakers you wore when you were 2.
No, I can't. Barefoot.
Okay. Yeah, you might have done.
I'm sure he scored 4 against Barnsley.
All right.
If that's right. If it's a Chelsea fan, if you're listening, let me know if that's right.
No, don't let him know because he'll just gloat about it.
No, I won't gloat.
Time now for this.
How you doing? It's Darren Bent. Takeaway. Can I take your order, please?
Get my hands, marinate all up in the thing. I like my medium well. Ginger beer, oil over it. Get my brush thing, get the oil over it. Better be Heinz. If it's not Heinz, honestly, I'll lose it.
I'm Darren Bent, and this is my tea time takeaway.
International break March, we need to book in that jerk off.
Right? We're about to have it.
We have to do it. Yes, time for Bentley's Tea Time Takeaway every week. 100 Club member Darren Bent serves up his 5 key takeaways from the weekend's action. Benty, you're going to need to act. Benty, where are we going today? You got to act it. You can't just ad-lib.
You know what, right?
Yeah.
I agree with him, and I'm on his side.
Yeah.
Oliver Glasner isn't happy, and rightly so.
Good ad-lib. Let's hear from Crystal Palace gaffer Oliver Glasner speaking after that defeat away to Sunderland, and he didn't hold back when discussing the club's board.
We feel that we are being abandoned completely, and selling our captain one day before a Premier League game. No understanding. We're playing with 12, 13 players from our original squad for weeks now, and then that makes it so tough to accept this defeat because the players they gave everything, and we had no substitution. I was looking on the bench, just kids there, and that's how it is. That's I think why we are where we are, and if your heart gets torn out twice a season, one day before a game, so with Eze in summer and with your captain now, I've just completely no understanding.
Oh, your heart gets torn out.
You got a point, do you know what?
No. He hasn't.
He has.
I think he's shot himself in the foot a little bit here.
He hasn't.
When you become Crystal Palace manager, you know what you're getting.
Yep.
And what you're getting is this is what you're getting, right? Come in, sit down. Okay, what I'd like you to do, as best as you can do.
Yep.
If you do really well and overachieve, that means everyone's playing out the skin. We'll probably lose quite a few of the big... We're a selling club, primarily.
Yeah, of course.
And so we'll probably lose quite a few of you big heads. But we see this, as you should, as a stepping stone to a bigger job. So work as hard as you can, and if we can win something unbelievable.
Yeah, brilliant.
And that's what he's done.
I understand that, but look what's happened to him since he's got there. I mean, what he's done for Crystal Palace in a short space of time is remarkable. FA Cup.
Yeah, I'm like mind blown.
Back into Europe. Community Shield, all that. Without them taking Elise, it was always going to go top player.
Yeah.
Even Joachim Anderson, him and Gahey, lovely partnership. Took him away as well. Went back to
selling club. They're Palace.
Went back to Fulham. Then he lost, as you said there, Eberechi Eze.
Yeah, selling.
Mark Gahey. I understand that.
Selling club. Get over it.
But how could you get over it?
Because that's your job.
No, still, I think what
look at the same thing happens to Bournemouth.
He was going to walk. He was going to walk in the summer.
I don't hear Iraola moaning coming out.
He was going to walk in the summer if they sell Gahey, but. Realistically,
again, I'm going to walk. How spoiled is that?
I ain't got a problem with it.
I'm going to walk. You sell my play. Yeah, we're a selling club.
Yeah, no.
And we pay your £3 million a year or $2 million, whatever you're on, because we can sell players to pay you.
No, but he's like, listen, success. I'll bring success to the club. But do you know what I mean? Selling Eze, okay, Gahey in middle of the season when you're not in great form as it is.
Who's wrong?
I mean, I understand the club's kind of motto and what they're.
But who's wrong?
Do. But how are they ever going to move forward?
That's not what Palace are.
They've waited their whole.
That's not what Palace are. Palace will never move forward. Palace will be Palace.
No, they have waited this whole time to get what they experienced at the back end of last season, which is a cup, right?
Mind blowing.
Give them an opportunity to succeed. Give them just one.
Can't because you can't stand in the way of these players.
But just give him a little bit of help.
What? Like what? What should happen?
I don't know, but he needs help. How can you lose 4 of your best players?
Because that's what Palace are. There's loads of clubs like Palace.
No.
He overachieved. He's paid the prep for his own success.
Okay, we'll just replace them. Maybe not like for like, but replace them.
Maybe they get sent off him before the window closes.
We're just giving him anything. Obviously, that's why he's annoyed. And
but you can't say if you sell my captain, I said I was going to walk, and you sold him, I'm going.
Well, no, I feel for him. He's brought the biggest, the best moment in Palace history in terms of what they've done. FA Cup, it was under his watch, winning a good team, and they're like, okay, you've done that with one anti-belly back. Let's see if you can work a bit more. He's not a miracle worker.
No, but you're Crystal Palace.
No,
your job.
No, still Crystal Palace.
What do you expect?
Okay, well, they're better than what they're doing now.
They're better than... Yeah, they are.
Yeah. We'll allow them to continue.
No, I wouldn't say they are better than...
Allow them to continue that.
Well, they
do you want to continue success?
It's not, do I want to? It's, am I allowed to? And they're not allowed to.
I'm not having it. I like...
okay, I think he's in the wrong.
So someone's put, yes, Villarreal did score 4 goals against Barnsley in 97.
I said not to. Who's that? You've got against my wishes.
Alan, yeah, because he doesn't like
What's his name?
Alan.
Right, you blocked from the
Shout
show.
out Alan.
No, Alan, you don't ever darken our doorstep again, Alan. Where should we go next? What do you want to ad-lib?
Honestly, how...
Why don't they all start with that, honestly? Imagine you Denzel Washington in a movie. Action.
Oh, you... Right, listen. Right, Callum Wilson, man. Yeah. I think it's preposterous that...
Is that my word?
No, it's not yours. That he has to stay. And play. Not just stay, play him. He's your top goal scorer. He scores big goals. Just play him.
Why don't we, on the back of that, hear from the West Ham gaffer Nuno Espirito Santo speaking after that win away at Spurs, and he was asked about Callum Wilson's future, Darren.
We are counting with all the and we need all the options. We are in a situation that all the options that we can have, it's important because we are still in the process of rebalance our squad, which I believe that is ins and out. I think we are, as a club, working very hard to try and make the squad stronger for the final games of the season. This is what it's all about.
Reports today suggest that Callum Wilson is staying after that goal Saturday. Last week there were reports saying they're going to work together and cancel his contract there. How
ridiculous.
Important, if he stays fit, how important... Who's more important to West Ham's chances of survival, Paqueta or him?
Him, because he puts the ball in the back of the net. And I still think that's the hardest thing to do in football.
Yeah.
And he's one of those strikers, which I said, what I like about Callum is that he's not a centre forward where you have to create loads of chances for him and he'll score one. He'll sniff out a chance. Like the goal he scored at the weekend, prime example. Gets himself in there, breaks through him, he puts it in the net. There's no coincidence that he's in that position when he scores the goal. But West Ham are obviously fighting for their lives. You need a goal scorer. You create him chances. Yes, he's had his injury problems, but you create chances for him. He would score a goal. And I think the fact that they're willing to kind of move on from him is crazy to me. But keep him fit. Yes, you can't play every single game. I understand that. But the big games, if you've got a big game coming for the weekend where you think we're going to need him, but there's a midweeker, you maybe have to juggle all your fixtures. But he's someone that has to play, and if he can play, he'll score goals.
Just quickly, because we're running out of time, I know you want to talk about VAR. Lots to talk about. The Diogo Dalot challenge on Doku. Everton's disallowed goal. Arsenal, you could argue, should have had a penalty for handball against Forest. I think West Ham were lucky to get away with a potential handball.
The West Ham one.
The ball flicked his fingers in the penalty area.
Yeah, see, I thought that was quite close proximity. So that one there was a bit like...
A lot of calls this weekend.
The disallowed one for Jake O'Brien with the header.
Yeah, I just don't get that.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
But the Dalot, how you could tell me that's not a red card?
Well, I read something to do with the lack of force. If it was more of a forceful challenge, it would have been red.
He's out of control.
And
the studs are showing.
How can you judge how forceful that was on his leg?
It's crazy.
Everything about... I'm a Man United fan. Everything about that was wrong.
It's a red card.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at Doku's knee as well. I mean, the fact they've come to that... Wow.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
Disgusting.
It was disgusting. A bit like you're acting. When we come back, we'll have some fun with the best bits.
He scored 4, by the way, in August 97 against Barnsley.
Right, who wrote that?
That was Danny as well.
Right, Danny, you're barred as well.
Cheers, Danny.
Best of talkSPORT after this.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology. How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Yep.
This is Driver talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent alongside Silver Cam. We'll be talking about Liverpool's terrible title defence this season. Chelsea are reportedly opening to selling Enzo Fernandez in the summer. I bet you don't get anywhere near what you paid for him back. Right, time now for this.
Be there for Super Bowl 60 on talkSPORT.
Yes, with the Super Bowl just around the corner, talkSPORT is giving you and a friend a chance to experience it live. You've got until Thursday this week to enter for the chance to win tickets for the Super Bowl on Sunday the 8th of Feb. Return flights to San Francisco, 3 nights accommodation, and spending money as well. In just a few weeks, you could be soaking up the Super Bowl atmosphere and exploring San Francisco. How good is that? Here's how you can enter. For a chance to win, text the word WIN to 83338. A text will cost you £2.50 plus your standard network rate. Or why don't you just call 0343 418 7260. Lines close this Thursday, 2026 at 4 p.m. 18 plus UK residents only. It's a network promotion called T's and C at talksport.com. For your chance to win, one more time, text the word WIN to 83338. Now, it's time now for this. Yeah, time for the best TalkSPORT friends. This is where we run you through some of the recent moments from across TalkSPORT. Why don't we start with the weekend breakfast show? OK, we will. The wonderful Shabana Holmes alongside big old Tony Cascarino, who opened up about an incident watching his son play football.
We've got it on film. It doesn't go in. So he goes up to them.
No.
So they've got their iPhone.
Oh, no.
Right? And they show him the video. And I'm laughing. I'm shouting out, Barwin, youth football. Because I'm like, I can't believe what's going on here. Anyway, so they show him. Then he disallows the goal.
No.
Right, so he disallows the goal in youth football. Wow.
That was cut halfway through the... what's something in real life that could do with having VAR?
Oh, in my household, kids leaving empty wrappers in the cupboard and saying it weren't them.
That's nice.
Do you know what I mean? They go into the cupboard, take the packet, leave the empty packet in there and go, oh, it wasn't me. Who was it then?
What's driving me insane is my kids constantly, every morning, breakfast bowl right next to the dishwasher.
Just put it in there. Mine the same.
Just open the door and put it in.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I open the door and put you in. Have you ever clashed with a parent watching your kids play football? I bet you have.
Yeah. They started this season.
What do you know?
Swansea came down to watch.
I played at the highest level.
No, I'm not do that. But Swansea versus, obviously, my little boys at Coventry.
Yeah.
Honestly. Getting a bit needly, by the way. Can't wait to go back up there for the return fixture, I'll tell you that.
Oh, dear. Which of the presenters at talkSPORT is a nightmare watching their kids play football?
I think Crookie would be annoying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he'll be like, no, I'll tell you what to do.
You try and get them transferred.
talkSPORT understands.
Crookie. Mine at Shaban and Tony. They're with you every Saturday and Sunday morning at 6 a.m.
On to the breakfast show. Gabriel Bonlahor's beloved Aston Villa was smashed 1-0 at home to Everton yesterday. So there's a song he wrote about Villa's gaffer Unai Emery.
Dreams can come true, Emery, we're with you. Know you gotta spend money, I know you gotta catch Arsenal. Dreams can come true, PSI, I hate you. Let us spend some money, let us buy some good players.
Oh, that was hard to listen to that.
That'd be the worst thing I've ever. I'd rather listen to cats being drowned.
What do you make?
Unbelievable.
Hey, you seen that documentary on Netflix? Don't with cats. Trust me. What do you make of Gabby singing?
Suggesting you should drown a cat. By the way.
I'm saying.
What do I think of Gabby singing? I wouldn't even call it singing.
It's tough to listen to that.
It's awful. I don't actually think you can do worse than that.
Have you got a message to cheer Gabby up this morning?
Yeah, I don't think his team will ever be as bad as Gabby singing.
That's true. What's your go-to song for karaoke?
Cameo Word Up. Although my voice has changed now, so it's got to be... I don't know, what can it be? I can't hit any notes.
No?
Probably, who sung You Are So Beautiful? Who sang that?
No.
Cocker. What was his name? Joe Cocker. That.
All right. Gabby returns to the breakfast show 6 a.m. tomorrow, and he'll be alongside Ali McCoy and the former West Ham right back Vladimir Sufal.
Right, let's finish with Bentley's favourite podcast. 21 minutes to go.
Let me get my pen ready for this one.
Out today. Me and Jason Cundy giving a history lesson on the space race during the Cold War.
And the Russians are going, see, we're better than you. And there's this race to the moon. I'm now going to fast forward a year after Sputnik went to space, and the Americans, this is unbelievable, the Americans think, how can we frighten Russia, right? And they decided, we're going to put a nuclear bomb on the moon. We're going to blow up the moon.
That never happened.
They're going to blow up the moon.
Absolute.
I mean, honestly, that is
a true story.
Better than you. Space race. America's frightened Russia. Honestly,
that's unbelievable.
Hey, make sure if you listen to that 21 minutes ago, that is riveting stuff.
Cundy's got a true story about how Americans wanted to blow up the moon.
Has he? Yeah.
Imagine that. Bit dark, isn't it?
Americans want to frighten Russia. Oh, can't wait for this. Hey,
what
question. What minute have I got to skip to get to that part? Wow.
Wait.
Jack, what minute was that?
In a minute, you'll skip to the hospital. You carry on like that. Right.
16 minutes to go.
Why are you so wrong? Oh no, this week in 21 minutes to go, we're giving away Bentley's trainers. He don't know yet. Yeah. But as he walks out, I'm going to beat him up and take them off him.
Do you want to answer questions or?
Yeah, I'd love to answer questions. I'll ask, if you went to the moon, what would your first words be when touching down? So you know the famous one? One small step. You know.
Yeah, mine won't be that.
What is it? Complete it. One small step for man.
One giant step for mankind.
It should have been that. It should have been that, but it was wrong.
Was it? Yeah.
One giant leap. He got it wrong. It should have been what you said.
Nice. Okay.
What would you say?
First official Darren Bent's boot room.
Jack, we would say that. Jack's unbelievable.
Jack, carry on playing it.
Yeah. No. It's not about that.
Trainers and boots.
No, it'd be about.
Jack, what was that?
It'd be some kind of reference.
Jack, go on, look at it.
Jack.
Just the rest of it, Jack.
Nah, Jack don't need to do that. But hey, there's more questions.
Why do you think the Cold War was called the Cold War?
It was cold. Condition? I don't know.
Because it was cold.
Yeah, Karen. Next one.
Would you come on 21 minutes to go?
And talk about what? What is it again?
I don't want you on it.
American frightens Russia. Nah, I'm called. Hold that one, yeah. Or Phil Harris.
Political.
You can hold that.
Phil Harris.
You can hold that.
When's the beach ball out?
It's coming. What else did you talk about last week? I've got them all written down.
Let's do a radio show where I'll show you pictures of trainers.
Yeah.
That'll do well.
Phil Harris. Did he get to the moon, Phil Harris? You talk about Phil Harris.
Your Phil Harris will be on fire. Make sure you download 21
or don't. Go on.
20 minutes to go, where every person that downloads it this week is getting a free Lamborghini. How about that? And a 2-week holiday in Bermuda. And Bermuda. We're giving you Bermuda. And the plane. You go on. 21 minutes to go. Download the podcast.
A serious question, though.
Yeah.
Do you talk about anything else?
Let me tell you now. How about this for a little fact? Factually, the most downloaded podcast talkSPORT have.
It's not.
I'm telling you.
Can't be.
I'm telling you.
Maybe it's only 21 minutes, like filling space, filling air.
No. 21 minutes to go. If you don't download it, you're missing out.
On what?
21 minutes of goodness.
I mean, honestly.
All right.
16. So, Jack, you said 16 minutes, right? To get to
yeah.
Russia frightened of America.
You might learn something if you think the Cold War was about the temperature outside. Of course, you can download other shows on the talkSPORT. Yeah, don't bother with that. Just download 21 minutes to go. When we come back...
Joe, it's awful he does that, isn't it? We're all one team here.
We'll give you that. Of course we're not. It's just Team Goldstein. When we come back, we'll be looking ahead to Brighton against Bournemouth. It's live on talkSPORT. Danny Murphy will be joining us. We'll have team news ahead of that one as well. And a reminder, by the way, this is quite important, stay with me, that in the last hour of our show, I'll be mentioning how you can download 21 Minutes to Go, the brand new podcast.
Oh, my goodness. When did Murphy listen to that?
21 minutes to go. Go get it, everyone. More from me and Benty right after this. 21 minutes to go, actually.
I want to welcome the co-host, Darren Ambrose there. I gave you a nice little introduction. How are you, my friend?
Very good, thank you. Thanks for having me. Excited for the brand new show. Your trainers are looking well as well, so
like
that's a good thing for you.
What football ground are you thinking of when someone says this?
Really tough place to go. Difficult place to go. Such a tough place to go.
It's a tough place to go at the moment.
It was a really difficult place to go, always.
But what are the toughest places to go, really? We've scoured the planet to find out. Forget a cold, wet Tuesday night in Stoke. Try playing in a blizzard 220 miles inside the Arctic Circle at the world's northernmost professional club. When Chelsea lost at Tromsø in Norway in the 97-98 Cup Winners' Cup, a massive snowstorm hit at half-time. These two boys and their brooms were absolutely no match for it. We're staying in Scandinavia for Scotland's toughest away day on a windswept cliff in the Faroe Islands. In Euro 2000 qualifying, Craig Brown's men were taken to fishing village Toftir. Kevin Gallagher called the pitch a cowfield and the wind like Pitodry on a bad day. The Faroe Islands part-timers equalised in stoppage time, leading to these absolute scenes, and still one of Scotland's most embarrassing results.
Daft little ground, silly game.
But away trips don't come any tougher than a lung-busting schlep up the Andes to face Bolivia in La Paz. But now the Bolivians have taken home advantage to another level. The country's highest city, El Alto, 4,100 metres above sea level. Grass doesn't even grow up here. Bolivia have not lost here yet. The longest unbeaten run in any professional league ever belongs to Red Star Belgrade, or Crvena Zvezda if you must. They've gone 7 years without defeat at the Rajko Mitic in Serbia's Superliga. Their fans are pretty intimidating as well, but they're not as loud as this mob. Galatasaray's Ali Sami Yen Stadium's officially the loudest in world football. In a derby with Fenerbahce, Galatasaray fans set a Guinness World Record of 131 decibels. That's louder than Motorhead, and pretty tough to carry out your manager's instructions when you can't even hear them. However, our most intimidating away day is in Wales, where cameras can't enter and players can't leave. HMP Prescoed. This prison team was briefly kicked out the Gwent League over concerns about young opposition having to go in there. Now that's a tough place to go.
Early June 1939, Germany, always a tough place to go to.
But Matt, to last hour driver talkSPORT, it's me, Andy Goldstein. Old Happy Chops is here.
one of my favourite things to do, as everyone knows, is to collect trainers. Been doing it a long time. It's something I'm addicted to doing, unfortunately, but can't
Jack.
help it.
Jack, you got any Phil Harris or anything? No, nothing?
Boots.
No Phil Harris, no?
Josh, we listen to Boots. How on earth that show stayed on air, I do not know.
Hey, record figures up.
For what?
For a Sunday.
A radio show about trainers. What about Darren Amos? Your shoes are looking well.
Yeah, hey, Jack, any Phil Harris? No, nothing?
Still to come, we ask you what's gone wrong at Liverpool this season, but now we have even more live Premier League football for you on talkSPORT tonight.
Gets there, first line cross, Malone and dummies, Welbeck fires it in! The former Manchester United man scores at Old Trafford!
I see a team with big potential, and we proved it in every game so far that we can beat every team in the league.
What Brighton are, they're all very comfortable on the football, and it pays off.
Manchester City 1, Brighton 1, Karo Mitoma is the goal scorer. Tavernier's on the charge, Ramsdale's come out! It's in! It's in! Tavernier for Bournemouth!
We've lost Antoine. We are very thin because our positions that you normally need to change, but we have to give everything we have, everything, and then if it's not enough, it's not enough.
Monday night is game night on talkSPORT.
It is indeed. Find us at 7 to go. Adrian Domos live coverage. Brighton against Bournemouth in the Premier League. The hosts go into the game 12th in the table. Bournemouth, they're 15th, but could move above Spurs with 3 points tonight. And we're building up to that game in more detail later on in the show with your co-commentator, the Magnet Smurf, Danny Murphy. Right, before we go there, let's turn our attention now to Liverpool. They were held 1-1 at home to Burnley on Saturday. Only slot side now, unbeaten in 12 games in all comps, but 6 of those have been draws. They've also dropped points at home to all 3 newly promoted sides this season. Arnie Slot spoke to the media after Saturday's game, and he said that he understands fans who think they should be winning more games.
Yes, of course. I think everyone is frustrated about that. Not only me, the players definitely as well. And I assume that the fans are also not happy with the amount of points that we've dropped from either winning positions or games we should have won or deserved to win. I don't think we stole a lot of points this season, but we let ourselves down in multiple occasions where the performance was better than the result was. But yeah, the only ones to blame is ourselves. And like I said, today against a team that defended low, which is of course I would do if I were in their position as well. But we were able to create much more than we usually should do. But yeah, it's hard to be positive if we had a draw at home against the promoted side, Burnley.
What is nuts, and this sums up football really, it wasn't that long ago I remember speaking to Liverpool fans and asking them the question if they could turn back the clock and take Jurgen Klopp back, would they? And they, no, I'm happy with Slot.
Yeah, I get that. Because of
course, fast forward a few months, and of course, the opposite now. Listen, Liverpool's still 4th in the Premier League. Can you understand why some of their fans are getting so frustrated?
Yeah, because they're not winning games. And at one point, I mean, listen, Liverpool and Anfield is still a fortress, but there were times where you couldn't even get a point there because they were that good at home. Unbelievable record at home. And at the minute, it's not quite going as smoothly as they'd like. Arsenal, again, top of the table. City, Villa. Liverpool believe they should be, and with the money that they've spent, they probably should be. I guess a positive, though, is, oh my goodness, Verts at the minute now starting to show everyone, the touches, the balance, the goal. I mean, the goal was just like at his feet, whap, top corner. He's starting to look at it. But I'd seen flashes of this earlier on in the season where players weren't necessarily on his wavelength, but he's got a really nice connection now with Ekitike. You can clearly see when he gets the ball, Ekitike, they're trying to play with each other as well. So I think that will be a huge, huge for them going forward. But yeah, I understand that why Liverpool fans maybe are getting a bit anxious. Also, they missed the pen, so the game could have been very, very different. I mean, Szoboszlai smashed the crossbar, by the way.
I know. He missed.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. If you're Liverpool, you can't be dropping points at home to all 3 promoted sides, can you? That's win your home games.
Yeah, but that's why this season is such an anomaly for them, because they're so strong at home. Usually, to get a point at Anfield, you've done well, certainly with this current Liverpool side, but it hasn't gone that way. But still, I mean, for them to be having a bad season like they are and still sit 4th, I know you're only 1 point behind them, but...
Are they having a bad season because they won it last year?
Yeah, of course, because they were champions last year.
So if they finished 4th last season, and this is them now,
you go. Okay.
Will Liverpool fans be going, okay, we're building slowly?
Well, now because they've spent a bit more money this season, like break the transfer record twice, so you'd have been going, well, no, we expect more than we're getting at the minute. But because they were champions last season, and rightly so, they expect a little bit more.
Are they better or worse?
They're 14 points off of Arsenal.
Are they better or worse? Sorry, is their squad better or worse than last season. So they've lost Trent.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of their, obviously, sadly, we know what happened to one of the forwards. Yeah, they've lost another forward as well.
Quality-wise, so Trent's probably the one I look at and go, oh, they miss him because Frimpong or Conor Bradley, both good in their own right.
Yeah.
Different to Trent. They probably miss him. Yeah, as you said, they've got...
Trocaz doesn't really...
Not yet, but although he looks like he's starting to get to grips with it a little bit. God rest his soul, as you said, Diogo Jota was brilliant for Liverpool, whether he'd start the game or come off the bench. Always had an impact. Darwin Núñez was just chaos. So I'm guessing he freed up a lot of space for other players because you didn't know what was coming. You didn't know what was going to happen. So, yeah, there is an element to that as well. But when you look at what they've signed, I mean, Wirtz is one of the most coveted players in European football. So you'd say that's an upgrade on whatever they've got. Isaac, who we think is incredible, one of the best centre-forwards at the time in Europe. They've got him. And Ekitike was another one. So in terms of the signings, you'd go, yeah, they're upgrades. But unfortunately, they just haven't settled as quickly as they would have liked.
You mentioned a lot of players coming to spend a lot of money, Liverpool. Right? Now, usually what happens when a team as big as Liverpool, when they end the season with disappointment, which I expect them to do from Liverpool's perspective, usually when the summer transfer window opens, they buy big to try and regenerate and make themselves better. Do you expect Liverpool to do that, having spent so much the last time around in the summer?
I think they'll target a centre. I mean, they must be gutted they've missed out on Guehi because that was the one that was in the bag for him to go there. And now Man City have just gone in and just gone, we'll take him. They need to address that. They need a centre half because that's why they find themselves, they have not defended as well as we've seen them defend before. And they've been playing catch up pretty much all season and to the point where they're not going to catch Arsenal. 14 points. That's just gone. Or City or Villa. So I just think as well, and obviously, again, someone's made a good point, and he's right, Sam. Luis Diaz. He's a massive missing because he was huge for them last season. Whether he played down the middle,
they got a lot for him though, right? That was the problem. They offered so much money.
Still, but that's one of them.
I know, big hole,
huge hole to leave. So yeah, that's a really good shout. That he was brilliant. So and Salah's had a drop off. That's another thing you can't underestimate. That guy at the start of last season was absolutely flying.
How much of his drop off has been down to the fact that Trent's not behind him anymore?
Yeah, a lot. But even his own individual play's not been as well as we've seen him play. Like
I know, but if you've got that connection with the player and he's no longer there. All of a sudden, you can't play your natural game, right?
Yeah, but that's in front of goal. You still
that's true. That's true.
Whether Trent's there or not, you can still. Salah's usually lethal in terms of his finishing. Yeah. Even his decision making at times in front of the goal, he's shooting when he shouldn't shoot. He's passing when he should shoot. He's a little bit caught in between. But listen, if he comes back to Liverpool and it's half the Salah that we know, then he'll still get his goals between now and the end of the season.
We talk about a lot of managers under pressure. Realistically, he won the Premier League in his first attempt. He's slot under pressure.
Yeah, of course he is.
As in. He can't lose his job, right? That's
end of the season. If they end up with nothing and they're miles behind the leaders, then there's no reason why they might look at this and go, "Do you know what? Ain't good enough." This.
I'm stunned. You say that.
Why? Some Liverpool fans are happy now
because he won it in his first season.
Yeah, but you were saying that's nothing to do with it now. It's not his team.
I was saying that. You are right. You are right. I'd just be stunned if they sacked him. I mean, I'm surprised you even said that.
I'd be stunned because Liverpool don't operate like that usually.
No.
But if the gap's massive between the top of the table, they might let him start the season, bring in the players he wants, or maybe they make a change and go, right, you've made these signings, it hasn't worked. I mean, I would be with you. I would be shocked if they do it because I just feel like Liverpool don't operate that way.
Sixth, no Champions League.
Oh my goodness, that's massive. Sixth.
Yeah.
Not even the Champions League.
No.
Yeah, he goes.
If
Liverpool don't, with the amount of money, don't.
So minimum requirement for Liverpool this
Champions
season
League
has to be Champions League. Otherwise, he's gone.
If they finish sixth, Europa League.
Yeah.
That's nowhere near good enough.
You think he has to get Champions League, otherwise he's
he'd be gone. Okay. Liverpool can't finish in Europa League.
It's an interesting one. Liverpool fans will take your calls. What's the biggest problem at your club at the moment? Why are you so different this time round? And also, listen, Bent has said it. I sort of agree. If you don't get Champions League football, he should be gone.
Yeah. No, not he should be. He will be
gone. 03717223344 Liverpool fans. You can have your say right after this live or drive on talkSPORT.
welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football. Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion?
That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Might be able to do it. No, my voice is gone. Can't do it. Wow. Bit of cameo. He used to have that red. What do you call it when you put it around your?
In cameo group.
No, it's just him. Dave cameo.
Yeah, I think it could be a group.
No, it's not. It's him.
You sure?
Great tune. What's your karaoke tune?
Luther Vandross, Never Too Much. It's a band, correct? It's on Foot Cameo was a band.
That's not. Tony Cameo.
Well, Dave just now.
The brothers, yeah. Still to come, we'll be joined by Danny the Smurf Murphy ahead of Brighton against Bournemouth. It's live on talkSPORT tonight. Just quickly, Spurs defender Ben Davies will have an operation on a broken ankle which could rule him out of Wales's World Cup playoff. We wish him well with that.
He has been there such a long time.
He has, hasn't he?
Wow.
Man City have confirmed the signing of Mark Gurley from Palace. I think about £20 million. Bargain.
Bargain.
Right, we're taking calls on all things Liverpool. What's the problem with the club at the moment? Tim is a Liverpool fan. Joins us now. Timothy.
Yeah. Hi, fellas.
How are you?
Destroyed. Well, I was good until you started singing, mate, but no.
Hold on.
I love it when they come and start firing shots.
When you fire shots like that, you know I'm going to ask you to sing now, Tim. You can't just say you're bad and not do it. What's your karaoke song?
Well, I'm afraid it's quite an old one. Daydream Believer by the Monkees.
I know it. Go on, off you go.
Okay. Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, that's enough.
Oh,
that's enough. Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, no, I'm off now. Right. Well, what's wrong with Liverpool? 2 words. The first one's Arnie, the second one's Slot. You were right, Andy, that last year he won the league with somebody else's team. And not just somebody else's team, but somebody else's style of play with a tiny little bit that he added. We were Klopp's team, and he added a little bit of control, and that was just what we needed last year. The problem is now we've had all of the things that were Liverpool, all of the things that were positive, all of the things that were Klopp, coached out of us. We play in an utterly timid, sideways, backwards manner. It's just soul-destroying. And it's because he's coached it into them. Darren was talking about Salah. What's wrong with Salah? Well, Salah cannot now rely on the ball pinged forward quickly from Verge or from Trent or from whoever. We've just lost that potency in counter-attack. Just watch us. We let teams set up again and again and again in the 2 low blocks. We don't break the line by running through the lines. We don't break the line by the quick balls. You see teams score against us who play our quick style of football against us. Arnie Slot, I'm afraid, is killing us.
Tim, let me ask you a question though, because you said I get what you mean about Jurgen Klopp's team. I understand that, but obviously the year before you won it last year, you didn't win it the year before that. I think the year before that you finished 5th. So I understand it's Klopp's team, but you got to give him a little bit more credit than that.
Well, I'm not sure you have, because remember Klopp was going, and Klopp didn't do what Alex Ferguson did, which was wring every last bit of life out of the Man United team he had, and then disappeared. Klopp did
I'm on the title.
And won the title. Oh yeah, absolutely. They were a great team, Andy. I'm not talking about a Liverpool fan. He was a Liverpool fan. He was a sensational manager, but he wrung everything out of that team and walked away, and they fell off a cliff, and you're still trying to clamber back up the cliff. You fell off. Yeah. Klopp was building a team. He was bringing young players through. We were going forward. Slot came in. He added a bit of control. But he's absolutely killing us. And you asked the question, would I sack him at the end of the season if we don't get Champions League? I honestly, and I never thought I would say this, I would sack him now. I'd have Alonso tomorrow. The test is, with the money he spent and the squad he had and what we did last year, is he taking us forward? And the answer is resoundingly no. He's taking us backward, and
Do you know what's crazy, Tim, right, as well, is that that's a good call. Anthony's made a good point here.
Great call, by the way. Thanks, Tim.
So Slot's won the league with Klopp's team, but Klopp couldn't win it. Because the last time they won the league was 1920. So there's been a lot.
That went over 100 years ago.
Do you know what I mean? So it's a long time since they won it. So I know,
but it's still not. And what I mean by that is a new manager comes in, like Arteta, right, and they have new visions, new ideas. And once they build their own squad like Arteta, now it's his.
Yeah.
And genuinely, or like all due so, Arteta did win the FA Cup with someone else's team, and now he started building his own team, and he's yet to win something.
I never agree with someone else's argument like that, because the Klopp one, the Arteta one, fair enough, you might think it's Unai Emery's team, but the Klopp one, as I said, they ain't won the league for many a year before Slot got there. And now Slot first year, bang, takes the same group of players that couldn't win the league and wins it.
I get that. That's a good point. Wayne's a Liverpool fan as well. Hi, Wayne.
Oh, how you doing? You all right, guys?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Oh, could be better. Just really gutted about the Gahey situation.
I bet you are.
I mean, to be honest, I think at the start of I was worrying, because I was thinking to myself, why aren't we signed him yet? Because, we should have got him at the start of January. Do you know what I mean? As soon as January 1st come, we should have been on the phone to them and got him straight away. And then there's all this talk about, the figures don't add up. You know what I mean? We got to get him on a free. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, if you're paying 40 million for Kirkes, surely you got to pay 20, 30 million for, Gay. It's just ridiculous. Do you know what I mean?
It sounds ridiculous now when you think he's gone to City for £20 million. Like, you think, why don't Liverpool just pay that to get him?
Well, I mean, I'm guessing they had no money, right? They spent all their money on two forwards.
Jeez.
And midfielders and left-backs.
And right-backs.
And right-backs. Craig's a Liverpool fan. He's up next. Hi, Craig.
Hi, guys. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you today?
Yeah, not bad, fellas. Not bad. I've just been listening to the lads there. I think not the previous caller, the one before that, made some good points. Slot did come in. He did really well. But, again, Klopp didn't do it fine. But Klopp was running out of gas. I think that, to be honest, Slot has to go, no matter what.
Wow.
From my point of view.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed you say that. I'm amazed.
The only issue for me, is how he didn't go in them games where we were like 9 losses on the bounce. To me, Liverpool is as big as Man United, Real Madrid, Barcelona.
Of course, yeah.
No one else would accept that. No one. Now, we operate a little bit different to a lot of clubs, fine, but no one else accepts that. And for me, we're... 12 unbeaten.
Sorry,
fantastic.
can I ask?
But
Did he not have any cash in the bank whatsoever on the back of winning you the Premier League? Credit rather. He must have had credit in the bank for winning you the Premier League. It was in May.
Absolutely, and to me, again, he did have that cash in there. But the problem is, after 6, I was like, look, don't sack him. It's too rash. But when it got to 9, it was like, we're getting out of hand.
Okay,
do you know what I mean?
Let me ask you this. Before that, the first of 9, you say 9 defeats on the bounce, right?
It was something like that.
Okay.
It was 9 defeats in 10 games.
Okay. Before the very first one of that run of 9, if you phoned up and I said, should you get rid of Slot, you would say no, right?
Of course.
Well, you can't turn into a bad manager in 9 games.
No, you can't turn into a bad manager, but you can lose a dressing room.
Yeah, you can.
And
You're right.
I thought at that point maybe he's lost it, and can he get it back? And the issue is, can you get that much confidence back in to beat the likes of Burnley at home? No offense to Burnley, but you should be absolutely swarming them.
No, listen, I fully understand
Great calls from Liverpool fans.
And people keep saying, like, Liverpool fans are on there, obviously weren't listening earlier when we said we know Klopp won it in the 1920 seeded. We said it about 10 times. But my point is, it had been a while, I think 5 years since he'd won it with the players.
Yeah.
So Slot coming in and people saying it's Klopp's team, we understand that. But my point is he hadn't won it for 5 years. Slot comes in day one, wins it.
Yeah. But the players were there, right?
Of course the players were there.
If you turn up to a Premier League team and you've got arguably 4 of the greatest Premier League players of all time in it, Alisson, Trent, Salah and Virgil, right? So nearly half of your team is great.
It is great. But
you should be knocking on a door.
I get it, but 5 years before that, he hadn't won it.
I know, but I'm saying...
And in one of those periods, he finished 5th.
Yeah, but if you're handed that squad, you should be knocking on the door.
Okay, and he came in, bang, won it.
Yeah,
so he deserved.
But now those players are older or they've gone, and now he's building his own team, and at the moment it's not working.
It might take a bit of time.
Yeah, it might. You're right. Still to come on, team. You just heard of our live commentary of Brighton against Bournemouth tonight, and Danny Murphy joins us in a moment. First, it's time for no Googling. The two teams, Brighton and Bournemouth, they're on course. Both teams, Brighton and Bournemouth. Oh, of course, both teams by the beach. I thought it was on the beach. I thought it was a bit early in the season. They're by the beach, Bournemouth and Brighton. We want to know who are the only 2 players with the word sand in their name to win the Premier League. I mean, I don't know how you're going to get that.
Say that again. I don't understand.
The only 2 players with sand in their name to win the Premier League.
Sand?
Yeah, I'll give you a clue. It's in their first name.
Okay.
You'll never get that. You think they will? Okay. Good luck. The answer to that and more is coming up after this.
We're told several senior Spurs players are not buying into Thomas Frank's methods and the dressing room's become a toxic place. Our chief football correspondent Alex Crook thinks it's a matter of when, not if, Frank goes. And head of Borussia Dortmund, Frank's missing a bunch of players.
Look, at least Mickey van der Ven, for me, is their best defender, so it's hard really to make a case for Spurs winning that game. If they lose again, I think his days are numbered, unfortunately, because I love Thomas Frank, but you have to admit it's just not worked out at all, has it?
Here's what the fans are telling talkSPORT today.
His football's too negative for a Tottenham team.
When is people going to learn and understand, right, that we are run badly?
Too many Spurs fans are absolutely deluded, thinking we've got some divine right to be challenging.
Spurs Dortmund is live on talkSPORT tomorrow night. Now, former Crystal Palace coach Sean Derry's surprised Oliver Glasner's still in a job. That's after Glasner saying he felt abandoned. We're told West Ham's Callum Wilson isn't going anywhere this January following his late winner at Spurs. We understand Alexander Zinchenko could leave Nottingham Forest to join Ajax on loan. And Stuart Pearce has told White and Jordan, if you walk off the field, you should forfeit the game. That's after Senegal head coach Pape Thor led his side off in protest at refereeing decisions during the AFCON final.
I didn't see the issues that they took the players off the pitch for being that contentious that I thought, oh, he's got a point there. I could see why he done that. I love this. Do you know this is the? I know it is. It's BC, the initials.
BC?
Yeah, Circling Sand. Very, very, very sexy lady. Used to fancy her when I was a kid. In the sand.
BC?
Round and round, yeah.
No. Give me the last name.
It's a place in England.
In England? Camberwell.
Well, Danny Murphy's got the answer, has he? I bet he's got the answer. Jeez. Belinda Carlisle.
Oh, nice.
She was very nice. It's Drive and talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein, Darren Bent. 7, Adrian Durham hosts live coverage of Brighton against Bournemouth in the Premier League. And we can look ahead to that game now. We're joined by a former Premier League midfielder, your co-com tonight, and someone that I imagine has actually wined and dined with Belinda Carlisle. It's our very own magnet, Danny Murphy. Smurf?
Good evening. Funnily enough, I have got a story about Belinda.
Go on in.
I once got in a hot tub in a hotel in Evian in France. I think it was the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
And turned round, I was like, I recognise her. It was only Belinda, wasn't it?
Only Belinda.
Yeah, so hold on. Yeah, that story doesn't end there, my friend. So who's in the hot tub? Just you and Belinda?
Yeah, it does. I was there with my ex-wife. She was there with her husband. So there was no more. I know what you wanted to happen.
That still doesn't end. You just can't tell me the rest of it.
As did I. But anyway.
So it was you.
How weird that you just had that song on.
Yeah.
It's like we knew.
She phoned up. She's listening.
Yeah, she was in on her own, and I got in.
Yeah.
and then other people got him. But for that moment,
Right.
yeah, I was in there.
I bet if you were on a beach, there would have been a circle in the sand if you lying on the front. No more to that story?
Nope.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Is
Just
there
said
more, but you
hello.
can't tell us?
No, just
Oh,
said
okay.
hello. That was it.
Oh, right, okay.
Let's see, trying to air him on the airwaves.
I know it do me. He's the one that brought it up in Carlo.
No, she said, do you know Andy Goldstein?
Oh, yeah.
I said, yeah, I do actually.
Okay. Well, that would have been way before I was a massive name and hugely famous, so that wouldn't have happened. Right, Smurfy, let's talk about the game tonight, shall we? Brighton, let's start with Brighton. They can move into the top half with a win here. What do you think they can achieve this season? I think the top half of the table is so tight. Are this Brighton team, are they good enough to push for European football, do you think?
Well, they haven't shown so far. They've been too inconsistent. They've turned up in some of the big games, but overall, the position they're in, they'll be really disappointed with. I think they get away with a little bit of criticism at times because they play the odd brilliant game against good opposition, and they are good to watch. But the inconsistencies of them for the money they've spent and the squad they've got, I think it's been a poor season for them so far. So no, I don't think they'll get in Europe.
Smurf, I'm looking at Bournemouth as well, and away from home, they've been appalling. Now, I like Bournemouth, and I think they've lost certain players at the start of this season, but I think they've still managed to cope quite well. But, I mean, 15th for Bournemouth with Iriola. What have you made of them this season?
Well, great to watch. Always entertaining games. You know, I was thinking of the 4-4 at Old Trafford, what game that was. But they do play the same way away from home than they do at home, which has cost them because teams work you out a little bit, and it's not as easy to do it away from home, be high press, high energy, take risks. They get loads of men forward, they try and press everybody high. And I'm not sure at times away from home, defensively, they've got good enough players to be able to cope with the talent they come up against. But I think you're right in terms of the players they've lost, and still expecting to be top half is hard going because although they've spent some money, they've got to integrate those players. You could argue some of them aren't as good as the ones they've let go. But I think they'll be fine, Benny. Although they do take a lot of risks and they are vulnerable away from home, they still make it entertaining, and they'll win enough games. I think they'll win enough games because they're brave. Should be a good game this tonight because they're two teams who attack and play good football.
Yeah, I agree.
But ultimately, you talk about Bournemouth's away form and poor season in many ways in terms of considering how well they started. I think if they win tonight, they go level on points with Brighton.
Yeah, they do. You're right. They do win tonight. They do go level on points. But where do you stand on the Iriola? Because, listen, I'm a big fan of his. I think he's a great manager, as I was with Thomas Frank. And I think Thomas Frank's quickly realising that when you do, no disrespect, move to a bigger club, expectations change. When you look at Andoni Iriola, what's his ceiling? Where can he go next?
Well, I mean, it obviously depends on opportunity. I think he'll be sought after because of the style he plays. Now, you know as well as I do, being around the Premier League and watching games for the last couple of years, the demanding element from the supporters now of the style of play is bigger than ever. It's not even about so much results. They want to be entertained. They want to see their teams have a go. He does that. Now, if he does that with a better team and better players, you like to think it's going to work. The only thing you never know in football is players or managers, when they step up into a high-profile job, pressurised, every word you say, every game you play is judged and talked about differently than the relaxed atmosphere at Bournemouth. Will he be able to cope? I think he will. I quite like him, and I think the style he plays suits better players.
Before I let you go, a quick word
What
about...
do you think, Benny?
Yeah, I'm with you. I think he can do with the style of football he plays. My only reservation would be I think he's got to go to a club that's, when I say stable, because I'm looking at Thomas Frank going to Spurs, and it just feels like chaos, Murph. Like, whatever he does right from now, he can't do right. So I think if Andoni Iriola is going to go somewhere and thrive with the football that he plays, I think it's going to have to be somewhere stable.
Like?
Well, you said there about opportunities. I mean, I think just
because I don't think like Liverpool, if they were to get a start, I don't think they'd go. No,
I'm looking at a club right now. I'm not saying they're going to get rid of their manager because they're not, because he's doing a wonderful job.
Exactly who you're going to say.
But if Eddie Howe moved on,
I knew you were going to say that,
and went to England, for instance, I think he'd be brilliant in Newcastle.
Well, I mean, it's a possibility with Eddie Howe he could go England or Man United.
Do you not shut up?
That's true.
Do you not think there's, all jokes aside, do you not think there's now a giant step, and maybe we underestimated how big that step is when clubs like Thomas Frank and Andoni Iriola move from doing well at a club where the expectations are so low, going to a club where they become so much bigger? Do you think we've underestimated, or even they have, how big a step that is for them?
I think at times, yeah, you make a good point. I can only relate it to being a player in the... Only if you've been at a massive club and you understand the daily kind of pressure of it, everywhere you go, away from the football pitch, never mind on it, every game you play, everything you do and say is analysed to a 10th or 50th of when you come from a lesser... You know, I played at Liverpool for 7 years, so I understood it. And then when I was at Fulham for 5 years, you can imagine the difference in expectation, how free I felt and how much easier that was. Now, can everybody jump from a smaller club where it's quite nice atmosphere and not everybody's on you for... Not everybody can do it, Andy, and managers are the same. You know, I mean, all managers have to make a progression, of course, but we've seen it so many times recently. Managers get taken from lesser clubs and struggle. Potter was one, just to think of one off the top of my head. But it does seem a big jump for him, yeah.
So, someone mentioned the other day, it's not my quote, but I think it's a relevant one, that if you're in charge of Brentford, you go away at Ellen Road and you get a draw against Leeds, a great result. If you're the Spurs manager and you go to Ellen Road and get a draw, it's not a great result, and that's the difference, the expectation levels. Listen, before I let you go, give me your prediction for a game that's live on talkSPORT tonight, Brighton against Bournemouth. Danny, you're on co-coms. What will the score be?
3-2 Brighton.
Okay.
Wow, what a game that is.
And last one, this will make you feel old. How old will Belinda Carlisle be on her next birthday, Danny?
I reckon, I think she's a bit older than me. I reckon 55.
Yeah, 68. Yeah.
God, that does make me feel old.
Yeah.
So she must have been... What did you say, 68?
She's 67 at the moment.
So 20 years.
What are you, 60?
So when I was 20, she must have been about 40 then. She looked good for 40.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't.
Really good.
Yeah. Really. You know we can hear your thoughts now, Dan. Have a great game. We love speaking to you. Thanks, Dan.
Cheers, Murph.
See ya.
Superstar. There you go. The ledge that is Danny Murphy. Reminder, after that game, the boys, I don't think it's Cudley, by the way. I think he's ill. But the boys on the sports bar, Carlton Cole and Jamie O'Hara will be taking your calls from 10. Cudley, if you're listening, we wish you well. Right, time now for this.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
You got Belinda Carlisle up there?
Yeah.
What? Have you not heard of her before?
Yeah, I've heard of her before, but I don't know what she looked like.
I've seen her perform live.
Nice.
Yeah, she was good. Right, time now for Paddy's Performers.
Let me write that one down, shall I?
I've just realised.
I went to a concert. Brilliant.
I didn't go to a concert, I just said that.
Okay, where'd you go then?
It was Ant and Dec's 40th birthday, if you must know.
Honestly, look at him name dropping now.
Time now for Paddy's Performance in association with Drive's official betting partner, Paddy Power. Today we're looking back at a great weekend of football action, nominate the players we think made a difference, and we're Paddy's Performers. I've gone for Brian and Boomo. I thought you say that, Benty. We smashed Man City home. And
I'm shocked you didn't get Mainu.
Well, but I just thought Brian down the middle was fantastic. He adds pace to that team. I think it was not a ballsy move, but the right move and a good move by Michael Carrick to stick him up there. Looked good. Unbelievable take. Great goal. Held himself onside. They were all great. Him and Kobe Mainu. I'll go for Brian Mainu. Who are you going for?
I went... Oh, my God, it's mind blank. I went for Callum Wilson.
Mate, you played for Spurs. You're a disgrace.
I got Callum Wilson because I just think it's absolutely ludicrous that Spurs, West Ham would even think about letting him go.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, comes off the bench, gets a goal, the celebration said it all. You have to keep him. If you want to got any kind of aspirations or thoughts of staying in the division, he's going to be at the centre of it.
Do you know what? If they didn't have Callum Wilson in this window, we'd be going...
They need to go and sign Callum Wilson.
Yeah.
Agreed. 100%.
100%, right?
I've got Callum Wilson, yeah.
Right, Man United to smash Arsenal at the weekend is 4.5 to 1, 9-2. And Callum Wilson, of course, is a West Ham player. Them to beat Sunderland 2-1 is 8 to 1. That's Paddy's Performance for today. Catch up with the latest odds at paddypower.com, 18 plus only, begambleaware.org.
Paddy's Performers on talkSPORT with Paddy Power. Reviewing the top ballers, performers and goal scorers from the latest footballing action. 18 plus, begambleaware.org.
And when we come back, we'll have team news ahead of our game tonight. That's live on talkSPORT. And one more, Billy will be in the studio. Oh, yes, he will.
welcome to talkSPORT Goals. We're taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to that conclusion? That's a weak mentality.
Oh, get out of it.
Drive time, talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. Follow us at 7 to go. Adrian Dunn hosts live coverage. Brighton against Bournemouth in the Premier League. Team news for that is in. The one and only Sam Matterface has all the details. Sam, good evening to you.
Very good evening to you from the tunnel at the Amex Stadium. Danny Welbeck haunted Old Trafford on his return to Manchester last week, but his goals in the Premier League just slowed up a little bit after a really good purple patch before Christmas where he got 7 in 7 in the Premier League. He is one of 6 that stay in the team from the win at Old Trafford in the FA Cup. De Kuyper not in the squad today, though. This is how they start. It is in goal for Bruggen, a back four of Veltman, Van Hecke, Dunk and Kadioglu. Then Hinshelwood and Gross as the two holding midfield players, Gruder and Gomez and Matoma behind Danny Welbeck in attack. As far as Bournemouth are concerned, well, Junior Krupi has made a splash on the South Coast since his arrival in the summer. He starts behind Evan Nilsson in a side that make 5 changes from the penalty defeat to Newcastle United in the Cup. Petrovic is their goalkeeper. They changed 3 of the back 4. Jimenez comes in at right back. Hill Senesi, who's been linked with a move away, but they say they won't let him go this window, and Trufair make up the back 4. It's Cook and Scott holding in midfield, with Tavernier returning to the starting lineup, Krupi and Adley behind Evan Nilsson in the front line. We're underway at 8 o'clock tonight. Our coverage starts at 7.
Good work as always. Boys on the Sports Bar, we're taking calls from 10. One more Billy and all his stupid hair will be in the studio in a moment. First, it's time for this.
Be there for Super Bowl 60 on talkSPORT.
Yeah, with the Super Bowl just around the corner, talkSPORT is giving you and a friend a chance to experience it live. You've got until Thursday to enter. The chance to win tickets to the Super Bowl on Sunday, the 8th of Feb. Return flights to San Francisco, 3 nights accommodation, and spending money to boot. In just a few weeks, you can be soaking up the Super Bowl atmosphere and exploring San Francisco. Here's how you can enter for your chance to win. Text the word WIN to 83338. A text will cost you £2.50 plus your standard network rate, or you can call 0343 418 7260. Lines close on Thursday at 4 p.m. this year. 18 plus UK residents only. This is a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com. So for your chance to win, text the word WIN to 83338 now. One more Billy's in the studio, everyone.
Evening.
How are you, Bill?
Really great, actually.
I see DB was beating you up a bit.
Bullying me.
Was bullying you.
No, don't bully. No bullying going on the workplace, thank you.
Well done on getting your first tattoo.
Cheers, yeah.
Let's have a look at it. Oh, that looks very... Oh, painful.
Yeah, can't...
Weird, what is it? It looks like cucumber. What is it?
Yeah, I can't have it out in the office, so...
It's very bizarre. What is it? It looks like... What is it? A marrow?
Yeah, something that shape,
Very big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Did it hurt?
Really hurt.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing today for the end of the
Brilliant,
show?
might get that 20 seconds back.
Here we go. It's like that goal you missed, isn't it?
Honestly. What's his name again? Phil Harris. Yeah.
We've been talking... Sandra Redknapp, is it?
Phil Harris, is it?
We've been talking about Thomas Frank today.
No, we have. You haven't.
Yeah, sorry, you've been talking about Thomas Frank. So it's about Toms and Franks.
Thomas and Franks?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Andy, do you want to go first?
I should go first. It's my show, isn't it?
Which Tom do IMDb rate as the best actor called Tom?
That's obvious.
I'm guessing it's going to be Cruz.
What about Hanks?
Oh, later on when the... Oh, I see.
Hanks.
No, later on that will be my guess.
Joe, pathetic, innit?
Later on
You're
that
right,
will
Joe.
be my guess is what I was going to say.
Joe, you're right, pathetic.
I'm going to go Cruz.
Do you want the options?
Well, it's going to be Cruz, Hanks, or...
Hiddleston.
Yeah.
You going Cruz?
I'm going to stick with Cruz.
No,
it's Hanks.
It's Hanks, obviously.
It's Hanks, yeah, it's Hanks.
You never know what you're going to get.
He was unbelievable in that Green Mile.
Yeah, I love the Green Mile. Do you know why it's called the Green Mile?
Oh, no. Just ask me the question, Bill. Chat him.
I want to know.
And he swore then.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is he, Bill? Just ask the question. Make it something up. Go.
Benny, Thomas Jefferson was the 3rd US president. Who was the 2nd? John Smith, John Adams, John Cleese.
Who about Cleese?
With what?
Cleese. John Cleese.
Do you mean Cleese, the last one?
John Cleese was.
Yeah, is that the one?
Is that what you're going with?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah, John Adams.
All right, John Adams.
Very man.
How would I know that? John Cleese.
Because he's in 40 Towers, John Cleese.
Oh, okay, so my bad. I don't watch 40 Towers either.
Here's a little fact. You can Google it.
Oh, here we
His
go.
real name is John Cheese. You can Google that. That's a fact. He had to change it because no one took him seriously.
You wouldn't, to be fair.
That's his real name, John Cheese.
That Billy, innit? Seriously.
Go on, next one, Bill.
Andy, 5 words in 5 seconds, careful, that rhyme with Frank.
Hank, tank, shank, rank, spank.
Yeah, very good.
Thanks. That was tough, by the way. Really tough. I've never seen Joe hover over a dumb button so much.
Benny, Thomas Frank's job is coming under pressure, but what did CareerAddict.com name as the hardest job in the world?
Oh, that's a great question. Probably here, I imagine.
I forgot to do multiple choice.
7.
The hardest job in the world?
Yeah.
Well, why don't you add 2 to what you've got? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be stupid. They'll be like, news round, astrophysics.
Okay, so the hardest job in the world, ranked,
Whoa.
would be probably a...
Johnson multiple choice.
Yeah, just give me 3 then.
Astronaut, pilot, brain surgeon.
What's it, brain surgeon, right?
Is that what you're going with?
Yes.
They went with pilot. They don't do anything, do they?
No.
Autopilot. You got auto brain surgery, can you?
14-inch pizza.
Oh, Sam, chill out, man.
Just take off and land.
Yeah.
I've heard.
I've heard that as well.
Do you want
Stop ad-libbing, Bill.
Yeah, sorry.
Jeez.
Do you want
Honestly, bringing the levels down.
Do you want one more?
Yeah, we've got one more
both
each. Yeah.
answer?
Okay, we're both answering this.
All right. The tank engine is a famous Thomas.
Yeah.
But how far do the escalators on the London Underground travel every single week altogether?
Well, I don't know what you mean, Bill.
I know what you mean, but I'm going to go 160 miles.
All the escalators
Yeah.
on the London Underground.
Constantly going round in a week.
Every week, how far do it...
What are you going?
160 miles. That's more than that.
Well, go on, what's your answer?
410 miles.
I'm going to go 50,000 miles.
49,800 miles. Twice around the world.
Every week.
Every week.
That's unbelievable. That's
He
unbelievable.
knew that, Joe, didn't he?
Only 200 miles off. That is good.
I was 200 miles off, Joe. I said 50,000, it was 49,000. All right? Thanks, Bill.
Oh, their electricity bill. Imagine that. Jeez.
It's going to be a lot.
Woo.
Only John Cleese could afford that one. The former president of the United States of America. Here's Belinda.
Hey, hi, lads. I'm a pilot, and I vote brain surgeon. Vince.
Right, I ain't getting on a plane with Vince. Me and DB will be back tomorrow. Stay with talkSPORT Live. Premier League football coming your way, boys on the Sports Bar. We take your calls. We'll see you at 4. Have a lovely evening. Be safe, everyone. Be safe.
How does the Kama Sutra affect your goals?